to sit in for Rich and the guys, and we'll do it again tomorrow. We're winding down today, warming up for the Tuesday edition of the program. Among our scheduled guests, we'll talk college football with Pete Futak of collegefootballnews.com. Might seem early to be leading the direction of on campus, but a reminder, Big 12 Media Days get underway tomorrow. That gives me license to look ahead to the fall. We'll talk about the teams that have a real chance of winning it all. Pete's always good with going to the second tier possibilities. That's coming up. Much more NFL, just a little bit of NBA. I'm trying to balance our approach, understanding that most of you want all football all the time, and hopefully I'm satiating those needs. Going to focus on the Steelers because now not only is it solid content, it's an FCC bylaw that's coming up. I want to thank our only guest today, always good to focus on the NBA, with Jonathan Von Tobel of VSiN. Be sure to check out his program, Money Moves, weekdays, noon Eastern, as you enjoy the Rich Eisen show. So I would go best of with Jonathan and keep it where it is for the live rendering of the Rich Eisen show. If you have Steeler fatigue, I cannot blame you. And I am part of the media. It happens. We have a herd mentality. Not Colin Cowherd, but we have a pack approach. So, last couple of years, you notice we talked a lot of Jets. Well, on this program, it's the Jet show of record. Mr. Eisen grew up a Jet fan. Certain teams get hot. I'm old enough to remember. I'll tie it together with Rich in my brief tenure at NFL Network. I did make it over a year, or they paid me over a year, so that's all that matters. Do you remember the dream team in Philadelphia? Vince Young took his talents to Philly. How'd that work out? I don't think it's going to be that apocalyptic in another town in Pennsylvania, but I don't know how improved the Steelers will be, primarily because of the division they play in and their schedule. If you're thinking about teams, and I'll do this at some point over our next upcoming 3 shows together, the entire business model of the NFL is built on competitive balance, parity, and hope. It's bad now. It'll get better tomorrow. Stay with us, and most importantly, watch the game. 21 of the last 22 years, somebody's gone from worst to first to win the division. Houston's an example in recent years. 3 wins, and then they parlayed that to back-to-back division titles. So if you're looking for a candidate this year, the Niners are the obvious choice, coming off their battered season last year with all the injuries, and because when you have a lousy year, you get an easier schedule. That's how we get to competitive balance. Niners have a very straightforward schedule. In contrast, Steelers have a rugged slate of games they have to navigate. So, and I'm not going to go week by week, but as I was looking for the view from Vegas, remember, Pittsburgh, 9 wins last year. They limped down the stretch. Of course, they lost their playoff game because they haven't won a playoff game since the 2016 season. I figured at least the dumb money, the casuals, would gravitate towards the Steelers and push up their win total. Still at 8.5. And Vegas is usually spot on. So why the cynicism? And why, in fact, if you go game by game, Pittsburgh is only favored in 6 games this season? Well, the answer primarily is the schedule and uncertainty about Aaron Rodgers. If you're wondering about the half dozen games they're actually favored in, week 1 against the Jets, and isn't it a miracle that the Steelers and Jets wound up playing each other? Those NFL scriptwriters know how to push out great content. Pittsburgh has to be pleased they're still in the same division as Cleveland because they're favored over the Browns not once but twice. And the other games in which they're not underdogs, the Seahawks, not a lot of optimism surrounding Sam Darnold based on his implosion the last 2 games of the season. Think about how differently things would have looked if he had not woken up and remembered he was Sam Darnold in the regular season finale against Detroit that cost them the division, and then got pummeled in that playoff game against the Rams that was moved to Arizona due to the horrible fires here in Southern California. Also favored against the Colts. Well, that's understandable. Who's their quarterback? If the options are Daniel Jones and Anthony Richardson. I think that is the answer to that conundrum. Finally, the Dolphins, because Miami doesn't seem to know what they want to do. And you could make the argument that they're quiet tanking, at least motivated by salary dump. That's why they unloaded Jalen Ramsey to the Steelers and ate part of his contract in return, although they did get an asset in Minkah Fitzpatrick coming back to Miami, so not just a total fire sale, but seems like every time I log on to social media, Tyreek Hill is linked to another possible trade destination, and a lot of pressure on Mike McDaniel to win coming off their non-playoff season a year ago. So as much as the schedule says we should be a little bit more cynical about Pittsburgh, they're going to be everywhere. All the primetime games, all of the national attention, and tomorrow I'm going to jump into the world of tabloids. Page 6 and Harvey Levin have nothing on the fill-in host. I didn't buy the magazine. I perused it, and I got the rest for free off the internet because I'm cheap. Aaron Rodgers on the cover of Us Weekly. The most mysterious person in sports. I'll give you some details. I am not getting into his personal life, nor the fact that he's estranged from his family. Maybe he's married, maybe he's not. But I gave you the view from Vegas. What are realistic expectations for the Steelers next year? We will tackle that tomorrow on the program. Want to thank all of these significant people, starting with Rich Eisen. I appreciate his confidence, and yours truly, my friend Jerry Subowitz, Bruce Gilbert, all the good folks at Westwood One, David Murnack, all the great people at the Infinity Sports Network. Our technical producer, if you sweet talk Art Martinez, I'll put you on the air tomorrow, 844-204-7424. My name is Brian Weber. Enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll do it again tomorrow right here on The Rich Eisen Show.
For the ones who get it done, Grainger offers high-quality supplies and solutions for every industry, as well as access to product specialists who have the knowledge and experience to answer your toughest questions. Plus, their commitment to being your safety partner can help you keep your facilities safe and your people safer. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by.
Empower.
Jen has ordered a decadent seafood tower, king crab legs, lobster tails, and a waterfall of caviar. Pricey? You bet. But Jen worked with Empower on her savings and investment strategy and planned for splurges like these. She got good at money, so she can be a little bad. Ooh, champagne. Empower. Invest well, live a little. Start today at empower.com.
Past performance is not indicative of future returns. Investing involves risk. You may lose money. Advisory services are provided for a fee by Empower Advisory Group, LLC, EAG, a registered investment advisor with the Securities and Exchange Commission. OMG, those shrimps are really...
Country Mart has been locally owned and operated for over 40 years and is your premier country store serving the best cheese biscuits and country food around. Country Mart is open every day and has 2 locations in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903. Both Country Mart locations are top-of-the-line fuel stations serving Shell gas, including 93 ethanol-free high-octane gas, which is the best for all you boat owners. Country Mart, fueling you up with great food in your engines with great gasoline. Go Pirates.
Spring is a great time to plant flowers, trees, and bushes. When planning your landscape, please keep in mind that you should never plant anything within 3 feet of a gas, electric, or water meter. The same thing applies if you have an electric transformer in your yard, except keep plants 8 feet clear of the front in case crews need access during a storm or an outage. Always remember to call 811 at least 3 business days before you dig to avoid underground lines. This important safety message is from your neighbors at Greenville Utilities.
This is proud ECU alumni David Price of David Price Construction. As a leading general contracting firm, we specialize in commercial construction and renovation. Whether it's updating your office space, renovating your restaurant, or building a new retail store, our team at David Price Construction is ready to assist. We are committed to delivering quality, value, and customer satisfaction across all of our projects. So give us a call at 919-8 820-3612 or find us online at davidpriceconstruction.com. Go Pirates.
This is Holt Nailers for my friends at Anson Belts, the belts that I wear. Go to ansonbelt.com to find micro-adjustable holeless belts with over 30-plus options of a 1/4 inch apart instead of your typical 5 holes 1 inch apart, always giving you the perfect fit every time. If your waist fluctuates, Anson Belt is great because you can always find the perfect fit any time of the year. AnsonBelt.com. Over 10,000 combinations to choose from, a belt for every occasion, and the official belt of the Holt Naylor Show.
There's a common misbelief today that to make it further, you need to push yourself, that you need to give up any joy to continue your rigid routine. Or you could try another way. Take some time to enjoy life, like having a Michelob Ultra with friends, because happiness is essential to living an exceptional life. Michelob Ultra, a refreshing and balanced flavor with only 2.6 carbs and 95 calories. It's only worth it if you enjoy it. Enjoy responsibly. Michelob Ultra, proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989.
For pest control that packs a punch, BAM! Call on the experts at BAM Pest Control. Attention Greenville, BAM Pest Control is here to protect what matters most, whether it's your business, your home, or your peace of mind. They don't just eliminate pests, they knock them out. BAM Pest Control is #1 in insect control, rodent control, and yard services like fire ants and mosquitoes. BAM! You're insect-free, safe, and comfortable. Call the experts at BAM Pest Control on Hooker Road in Greenville, 252-751-3160. BAM!
It's bow time. Bojangles is shaking up breakfast with the return of its sausage Bowberry biscuit. Savory, sizzling, country-style sausage topped with a drizzle of sweet icing, served on a made-from-scratch buttermilk biscuit stuffed with bowberries. Just when you thought you knew where breakfast was going, Bojangles flips the script. Right now, get 2 sausage Bowberry biscuits for just $5. But hurry to Bojangles, because even though breakfast is served all day, this deal is only here for a limited time. Order yours today. It's bow time.
Miss Shirley, play my dad's commercial now.
Okay, Lincoln, you got it.
Looking for the best ride on 4 wheels? I'm Brian Harris with 360 Golf Carts in Greenville. From parts to sales to service, we've got you covered with E-Z-Go, Club Car, and rugged utility carts ready to roll. Locally owned and operated, we'll even deliver right to you. Come see me on Highway 43, just past D.H. Conley High School, or visit 360golfcarts.com.
360 Golf Carts, pirates supporting pirates. Arr!
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington.
Can you be quiet, please? Thank you.
Welcome to Pirate Radio Live.
Afternoon, everybody.
Man, it was just lackadaisical, man.
It was what now?
Lackadaisical.
Uh-huh. We got Jarrett here. Hey, Jarrett.
Hey-o.
And we got left side.
Strong side. I shouldn't be held accountable for a grown man's athleticism.
I heard you say that, and I would have to agree with you, to be honest.
Wait, what? You agree with me?
I agree.
Do you hear that?
Flip that, Shirley.
Got a little taco meat on my chest.
I pay for AI. I can't help it. I mean, that was before I was medicated, man.
What? I don't know. It was not my idea.
That's all. I love y'all, man.
Now live from the Pirate Radio studios in the heart of the Pirate Nation, here is your host, Clip Brock.
Welcome in to a Monday edition of Pirate Radio Live. Clip Brock here inside the Pirate Radio studios, coming to you on Pirate Radio 92.7 FM. In Greenville, 104.1 in Washington. We're on 1250, 930 online, PR927FM.com. And you can find us on YouTube, Pirate Radio TV, as we are back from the July 4th break and ready for a big week, month, and rest of the year of programming here, because Jarrett has a phrase he likes to use and has used it a few times, starting to feel real. Starting to feel a little bit real when it comes to a football season. We got a lot of football previews coming your way, and more stuff to talk about as well each and every weekday here on Pirate Radio Live. Shirley Rhodes is here. Mark Alexander's here. Ellerbe's here somewhere and will join us coming up on the show. We got the big dog, Glenn Griffin. We got J-Bone, Jared Watkins producing. We got left side.
Strong side, baby.
Chandler Honeycutt's here. What's up, John?
What's up, Clipper?
What's up, Chandler? How you?
I'm good. How you?
I'm doing all right. Good to be back. Justin Hardy going to join us on the program. We'll do a little. Chandler, you would have loved to have been a part of this. A little trivia with Justin Hardy. I'm going to ask him 4 questions, one for each year that he played. And I'm going to ask him about a specific play from a game and see if he remembers the player that made that play. Okay. So I'm sure you'll ace this quiz.
Yeah.
But we'll see how Justin does when he joins us coming up later on in the program. Chat Gang hanging out on a Monday. Jamie says, hey now. Watching you somewhere in the Atlantic Ocean on a cruise. Glad to have you back. Jamie's cruising.
Cruising, man.
Hope you're not on that poop cruise. Saw that. I got some movie reviews to get to during today's program. Yeah, thank you, Joey. Jamie, have fun on the cruise. Jamie, go do some live gambling while we're on the air, and we'll help you out. Whether it be blackjack. When I went on a cruise years ago, I got a little addicted to the 3-card poker. That was my game of choice. But go gamble, and we'll be a part of it. And if we win, you can give us some of the monies. And if we lose, we'll just chalk it up to a good time. A good time with your buddies. Kaz says, good afternoon. Good to hear you all again. Hello, Kaz. Jerry says hello. Hey, Jerry.
What's up, Jer Bear?
Help the bear. And Joel says, welcome back. Jamie just lost $20.
Is that crown showing up for you, for Jamie?
Yeah, why's he got a crown?
I don't know. Earlier he posted something and there was a crown and it said number 1. Now it says number 2.
Who does number 2 work for?
Who does number 2 work for?
Now Jamie says number 1. I don't know what this crown is. His son won $30 in blackjack. There we go.
All right.
Attaboy. Attaboy. Oh, man. Went to New Jersey during the break, and on their sportsbook apps like we have here, FanDuel, DraftKings, whatever, they have online casino.
Yeah.
On all those apps.
Yeah. I wish we had that.
No, you don't.
Oh, you lost a lot?
No, I didn't lose a lot, but like I only put in $20 and it got me about a day's worth of playing. It was fun. I put in 20 because I ended up winning 20 and immediately took that out as if to like, all right, I'm gonna make sure I get something, but I put another 20 in. So ended up losing $20. But yeah, that was quite fun.
I like blackjack. It's I get a little bored of the sports betting, especially when there's nothing to bet on right now. So yeah. I'd kill for some blackjack.
Yeah, I did some Mexico America soccer last night. Ooh. Tells you where I was. Where I was. John Moody missed us. Hey, John, missed you too.
So, J Mood.
I hope you're in a good mood today, listening to us.
Hope you're staying cool out there during this hot weather. Taking care of the grounds at East Carolina University.
East Carolina. Is this like a ranking system or something?
I don't know what's going on.
Because Joel says he would be the top fan. He said he's got to step his game up, and there's a 1 crown beside his name. And then Mike P said, don't know what the crown is, but I want one. And he's got a number 3 beside his. Steven says, crown him. He is who he thought he was. So if you want to crown him, then crown his ass.
They are who we thought they were.
We let him have that. Let him have that. Yeah, I don't know what this this YouTube crown thing is.
We leave for a week and we come back and YouTube's got some new features.
Yeah. All right, let's get up to date. Anybody do anything cool while we were gone?
Not really. I mean, I thought it was cool, but just went back home, saw a bunch of people ain't seen in a while.
When you come back, what's the reception like? Like, hey, you a big time star now in Zebulon?
No, it's hey, what you been up to? And it's like, oh, okay. Glad you're keeping up with everything I've been posting.
I feel like when you walk in the bar, it's like that scene in Goodfellas where Robert De Niro's like, "Come here, you! Come here, you!"
Did you a little like that?
Did you say you were on a large pond, small lake?
Yeah.
Is that how you describe it?
Yeah, Bun Lake in Zebulon.
Is it a creek?
No, it's a lake.
Okay.
But most people who are familiar with lakes would probably not call it a lake.
What do you do there?
Get on the boat, drink a few cold beers, cook out.
Yeah, you ever done any skiing?
No, I don't really. I'm not for water activities.
So you don't do any tubing?
No, I mean,
I used to love the tube at White Lake.
It's a bunch of adults, and they're out there every day. So I mean, they're really good at wake surfing and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
And I can't get up. I struggle to pull myself up on that board, so I don't try.
All right, fair enough. What'd you do, Chillin?
Went and saw my grandmother on Monday. Stayed with her till Wednesday, and then I hopped in the car on Wednesday afternoon, and I head down to Carolina Beach, hung out with my folks, and then my brother and his girlfriend came, and something exciting happened on Friday. My brother and his girlfriend of almost 3 years got engaged.
Now, your brother makes good money. We learned on the show.
Did we talk about that?
Yeah, you said it several times for some reason.
He makes good money. Oh, because we were talking about like going to school. I said, well, my brother makes good money. He didn't go to school.
Good money as opposed to...
He makes good money. He bought an expensive ring.
That's what I was going to ask. How expensive was the ring? Because he makes good money.
Yeah, I mean, it's up there.
Yeah.
Did he get her a rock?
Oh, he got her a rock.
Heck yes.
But I'm happy for my brother.
For multiple reasons. He's engaged and he makes good money.
And he makes good money. But excited to welcome Riley Whitley to our family. She's going to be Riley Honeycutt sometime next year.
A new Honeycutt.
I'm going to get a sister-in-law.
That's cool.
Let's go find your sister.
Because you've never had a sister.
I've never had a sister.
Yeah.
Does this mean that I don't have to like sew the buttons back on your shorts again?
No, that's still your job.
Yeah.
Wait, that's still my job? Well, no, he's got a sister. He's getting his sister-in-law. Why don't she do it?
No, because I want you to do it.
Oh, jeez.
You're the best at
it. Joel says your brother didn't go to college but makes good money. Mike P said now she makes good money. Joel says Chan's brother always shows up with Johnny Black. Now, what is that? Is that like Johnny Walker Black? Is that
okay. Yeah, it's a whiskey.
All right. James about to crack open a beer. Are you allowed to drink and listen to this show?
I hope so.
I hope so.
I hope so.
This is my whole college.
If I wasn't a part of the show, I would be like at 5 o'clock. I'd crack open a beer and listen to you guys.
When I was in college,
because I make good money.
No, I would skip class, listen to Colin Cowherd from 12 to 3, and then this from 3 to 6, just drinking.
What a difference of shows there.
Yeah.
Just one guy that says every opinion and one guy that says none.
I feel like I'm a good mix of Cowherd and you.
Should I be more? See, I just want to say what I think. I don't want to have any fake opinions out there. But I feel like that's what's entertaining to people.
Those are bits, really.
Yeah.
You have bits.
Yeah.
Is it a work?
Do y'all like bacon bits?
Yes.
I love bacon bits.
Want a baked potato?
Is it? It's not real bacon, is it?
See, I don't want to think that.
Yeah.
It's kind of like with Christmas time.
So I went to the movies, Golden Ticket Cinemas.
Okay.
And you get your popcorn, and it says buttery flavor.
Yeah.
Which leads me to believe it's not butter.
I can't believe it's not.
I was waiting for someone to say that.
What's up with that? Buttery flavor.
It's probably cheaper than real butter.
Is it?
I don't know.
Okay.
Did it taste like butter?
Yeah, it was a buttery flavor.
Look like butter?
I saw Jurassic World Rebirth. It was kind of gross. It showed the birth of dinosaurs through the canal, and it was very.
And then again and again.
Nah, I think my Jurassic Park standards are too high. It was my favorite film when I saw it in 1993 in the theater. I might have seen it multiple times in the theater, and just the awe of seeing those dinosaurs on the big screen, and the music. And they still have the music.
Yeah.
What's his name? John Williams.
Yeah, Preston.
Na 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 na.
What a run that guy went on, by the way.
Jurassic Park.
What else did he do?
Jaws, Star Wars, pretty much every
Indiana
good movie
Jones,
from the
Superman,
70s, 80s.
All the
Back
big
to the Future. I mean, he has a
Banger.
plethora.
banger after banger after banger. So I didn't like any of the characters. I don't think I like Scarlett Johansson as an actress.
Really?
Oh,
yeah.
Really?
What has she been in?
Black Widow, all the Marvel movies.
Yeah, I don't like her in the Marvel movies.
Okay. Oh my gosh.
Speaking of Scarlett Johansson, I found out over the break that she is married to Colin Jost.
Yeah.
You didn't know that?
I had no idea. And
He was not in the movie.
Yeah.
Why didn't you bring him along? I guess because it was a dangerous mission.
I guess.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see.
'Cause
Lost in Translation.
Never seen it.
Really?
Really?
Is that Bill Murray?
Yeah. It's okay.
Yeah.
Never seen it.
Lucy, Don John, Lost in Translation, Fly Me to the Moon.
You know, maybe my problem is I haven't seen her in any movies.
Yeah. I mean, outside of these Marvel things.
And yeah, she's attractive. And
Home Alone 3, of course.
don't recall that. Somebody put
Match Point.
I put Jurassic Park, not good. And again, it probably is pretty good. Jared, you saw it. We'll get your take on it in a moment.
But you were growing up when it started.
Of course.
And it was great. Do you think Jurassic Park should have been one of those deals where it's like, don't make a sequel?
Well, it came from a Michael Crichton book, correct? And he wrote more than just was in that first movie, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Also, understand the books were way more bloodier and deadlier than the film.
Yeah, Spielberg kind of took it, did his own thing than the books.
But no, I think there's a way you can go with it. I don't know. But my point was going to be somebody tweeted at me when I said it wasn't good. But Scarlett Johansson, right? I'm like, well, look, I could have saved money and just sat home and Google image Scarlett Johansson if I wanted to look at Scarlett Johansson. It's not really that difficult to do in 2025.
Yeah.
I mean, I could do it right now. You want to do that, Chandler?
You're at work.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I just pulled up all the movies she's in.
Scarlett Johansson, and then you hit enter in Google, and then hit images, and there's like just an infinite number of pictures of Scarlett Johansson.
No need to go see Jurassic Park now.
Yeah, there it is. Look, there's one where she's kissing. It looks like she's kissing.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah. So I would recommend that more than the movie. I did see a movie I liked, and here's what I'm going to do. If you haven't seen the movie Sinners.
Did you go to the movies twice over the break?
No, this came out on Max, which are now they're calling HBO Max again.
Oh.
They are so confusing.
That came out July 4th on Max. All right, I've got 1 minute on this timer, and I'm going to be very to the second on this.
Okay.
For 1 minute, I'm going to talk about the movie Sinners.
Okay.
If you have not seen it, turn off your station.
Turn off your station.
For 1 minute, and then come back in exactly 1 minute, or there's going to be spoilers. I'm going to tell you. All right, starting right now. All right, Michael B. Jordan, awesome.
Great.
Love the guy. He's an actor. He's great. The Smokestack Twins. This guy played twins in the movie. Not one, but two Michael B. Jordans in the movie. He was awesome. I love the backstory. I love where it was going. I really like the musical aspect of it. But there's one thing I didn't like about it. And unfortunately, it was a key part of the movie. It's a vampire movie. It was
the whole movie.
So, Shirley, you may be interested in this.
Okay.
Vampire movie. That part was entertaining. The part where Cornbread goes to the door and has to be invited in, I audibly chuckled at that.
Yeah.
Because they go by vampire rules. And I was like, okay, I like what they're doing here. But I kind of wanted more on the whole backstory. I would rather see a movie about the Smokestack Twins and their upbringing than the movie Sinners itself. 5, 4, anything else before we move on?
Not a terrible point.
It's a good movie.
Yeah, great movie.
Good movie.
I just feel bad.
Too bad. But we're back.
That's it.
Well, it's no spoilers.
It better not be.
I just feel bad for Josh Allen.
Why?
Because his wife is in the movie and she's with some fellas.
Oh,
in a biblical sense.
All right, hold on. I'm gonna put.
It's no spoilers. I mean,
I'm gonna put 15 more seconds on the clock because I need to talk to Jared about something. All right, 15 more seconds of Sinner spoilers starting now. Come back in 15 seconds. All right, starting now. Jared, it's not a pornographic film. They didn't actually have like intercourse in the movie.
Once the cameras were off, you never know.
Well, it sounds like you're just calling Josh Allen's wife a hussy at this point.
I'm
She's
not
playing a role.
Yeah, but still, I mean, to get married
All right,
and
stop
then
talking. All right, that's
get married.
spoilers.
And then
Spoilers over.
That's it.
That's it.
That was 15 seconds.
Yep, that's it.
I mean, she's spitting the guy's
That's
mouth.
it. Be quiet. Sinner's good. Jurassic Park. What do you think of Jurassic World?
I didn't
Rebirth?
hate it. I mean, it's a stupid movie, but to get out of the heat for 2 hours, sit in an air-conditioned theater and watch some dinosaurs do some pretty cool stuff, not terrible.
Yeah.
Same with F1.
I haven't seen F1, and I don't care to.
It's a good racing movie. Brad Pitt's in it. Javier Bardem, he's good.
Who?
Javier Bardem.
Bardem.
He's Sugar in No Country for Old Men.
Shadur Sanders. He plays Shadur Sanders.
Shakira?
His hips are not lying. All right. Jerry said, did Pirate Radio Live turn into Siskel and Ebert? I just watched a couple movies during the break. Also, I'll talk to Coach Mack tomorrow about the show, The Waterfront, on Netflix.
Yeah, my mom's been watching that.
It is just a classic, like, dumb soap opera. It was entertaining, though.
Yeah.
It was entertaining.
I actually watched the movie over the weekend.
Now,
Over the weekend.
let's play a game. What year did the movie come out that Chandler watched? I'll put the over-under at 1993 and a half.
Yeah, that seems, yeah.
What are you going, over or under?
Before,
All
1993.
right, you're going under. I'm going to go over. How about you, Shirley?
I'm going to go under.
All right, Chandler, what year was this movie made?
2006.
Okay. So we're talking a good almost
Still an
20
old
years.
movie. Almost 20 years ago.
Was it your first time viewing?
Yes.
Okay.
And I've always heard about this movie, and I had interest in it because I love mob movies.
Ooh.
I love mafia movies.
2006.
Oh, star-studded.
Black Mass.
Nope. Star-studded movie.
The Departed.
Yes.
Oh, great movie. One of the best.
Unbelievable.
That opening monologue by Jack Nicholson kind of unnecessary.
I don't remember it.
Just racist towards everybody, and it has nothing to do with the rest of the movie.
He just had a few things to get off his chest.
It's like Jack will roll it. He's like, yeah, keep it in.
And he was like, I'll be in your.
Scorsese's like, all right, guys. He's like, ready to roll. And Jack Nicholson says, I got a few things to say.
I'll be in your film, but you got to let me get this off my chest.
Do you mind if I have the opening monologue?
Dude, the end of it, well, not even the end, because the end
blew my mind.
There's a death, but right before the end, when it's like, who's going to survive this thing?
Yeah.
Very cool. Very good film.
I watched another one. Let's do it over under.
All right. I'm going to put this one at 2002 and a half.
Before.
All right. I'm going to go before as well on this one. What is it?
I forgot the name of the movie.
Okay.
Oh, my
You want
gosh.
to describe it to us and see if we can name it?
It was about a lawyer. Oh,
Lincoln Lawyer?
No.
The Devil's Advocate?
I forgot.
The Firm?
No.
Firm's good.
It's about this woman
You like your Firm?
that wants to be that she wants to be something.
Aaron Brockovich?
No.
Chandler, are you
Harrison Ford is in the movie. And
The Fugitive? Pelican Brief, says Jenny. No. Actually, she just said Pelican.
no, I did watch Pelican Brief.
Pelican.
I did watch it's got Harrison Ford and then also
Chandler, you are special. I just want to say that.
it's in 1988.
Okay, just tell us the movie, dude.
Working Girl.
I've never seen
Never
it.
heard
with
of it.
Melanie Griffith?
Yes.
Yeah.
Good movie.
Sounds like it.
Watched We Were Soldiers yesterday.
All right.
Mel Gibson.
That's kind of a spoiler.
Sam Elliott.
Tells what they were.
Mike B says John sounds like the customers I hated when I worked at Blockbuster.
You know that movie? The one with the lady in the suit.
I don't know what it's called, what it's about, but I know Harrison Ford's in it. All right, that narrows it down to 80 movies. Oh, man. Terry says, can we talk about the Hornets or does Clip not take them seriously? I tell you what, Terry, we can, and I don't take them seriously. All right, that was a just catch up on
what we did.
Speaking of catch up, put a little mustard on a hot dog July 4th.
Hey.
Actually, I didn't, but I thought that was a good segue.
I had a good spread.
Relish.
Tell us about it.
Hot dogs, chicken wings.
Dogs and
cheeseburger
wings.
Cheeseburger sliders.
And burgers. Man, you got all the proteins
Yeah,
in
shout
there.
out Fred.
Shout out Fred.
Right said Fred?
The guy who was cooking it.
Oh.
Chad says, bang, bang, chat gang. What's up, Chad? All right, we'll take a break. We'll come back. We'll talk about things that happen in the world of sports since we've been gone. I got that and more on the way. We are back on Pirate Radio Live. Movie reviews, sports takes, guess the movie Chandler's trying to describe. It's all happening on today's program. Back with you after this timeout. Go get them crowns.
The crack of the bat. The roar of the crowd. Baseball is back in Kinston. Come cheer on your Down East Bird Dogs.
What's the Down East Bird Dogs pay?
The crack of the bat. The roar of the crowd. Baseball is back in Kinston. Come cheer on your Down East Bird Dogs.
What's the Down East Bird Dogs pay?
At Langley Contracting, we're superior roofing specialists. Whether it's a new roof or repairing your old one, we've got you covered. And best of all, we handle your insurance claims. We are locally owned right here in Eastern Carolina. We are licensed and insured and have a 25-year roof warranty. We can handle your gutter installation too, so everything is seamless. Call or visit us online at 214roof.com for your free estimate today.
Langley Contracting, your superior roofing specialist.
Hey Pirate Nation, warm weather is here and it's time to get back on the boat. And at Stroud's Marine, they're stocked up with over 26,000 pre-owned parts. They got everything you need from propellers, lower units, trim units, electrical and fuel parts, and just about anything else you need for an outboard. Stay up to date with the latest deals, parts, and promotions by following them on social media. And as always, their mission is to save you money and get you back on the water as quickly as possible. Remember, they're just around the corner. Stop by the shop at 865 Rivet Street in Greenville. For more information, head to StroudsMarine.com. Stroud's Marine, your best source for salvaged outboard parts.
The Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of the Pirates in ENC. Open at noon 7 days a week with live music. Come enjoy sports trivia with me, Clip Rock, every Monday. Tuesday and Wednesday, it's live local acoustic night, along with line dancing from 7 to 9 on Wednesday. Thursday, there's a brand new lineup with Singo starting at 8, followed by karaoke with DJ Dog. Ladies and free both Friday and Saturday nights with the best local bands in the area. Finish the weekend with free games and DJ Kids Scene.
Y'all come get bucked up.
This is Dr. Christopher McDowell from Orthopedics East and Sports Medicine Center. Our practice has been caring for athletes at ECU and the residents of Eastern North Carolina for more than 35 years. Whether it's time for your sports injury or it's time for that joint replacement, Orthopedics East provides the latest in operative and non-operative orthopedic care. We also offer on-site physical therapy and MRI services, as well as walk-in urgent care on the weekends from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. For experience and professional care, call us at 757-BONE or visit us online at orthoeast.com. Go Pirates.
Want to make your day better? Order a large original crust one-topping pizza from Papa John's for only $9.99. Take advantage of this awesome carry-out special now by logging on to papajohns.com and make today a pizza day for only $9.99. Papa John's is the MVP move for game day or any day. Place your order online at papajohns.com and sign up for Papa Rewards and start earning points from your favorite menu items. Go Pirates!
Spring has officially sprung. Time to trade in those winter blues for blooming flowers, sunny days, and maybe even a new home. If spring cleaning just isn't cutting it and you're ready for a fresh start, contact ENC Pirate Realty Alan Tate to find your next perfect home. Buying or selling, now's the time to make your perfect move. Get started today at encpiraterealty.com. ENC Pirate Realty Alan Tate. We close the deal or someone walks the plank. ARG. Go Pirates!
Do you ever talk to yourself about where to eat today, and then you hear
Warren's hot dogs.
Then you're thinking, yeah, 2 hot dogs, chips, and a drink for $7.50 would be awesome.
Warren's hot dogs.
And maybe some homemade lemonade, perhaps a pizza or a sub, and definitely an apple or peach turnover.
Warren's hot dogs.
Don't overthink where to eat today. Go to Warren's Hot Dogs in Greenville across from Ron Ayers or in Chocowinity next to the fire station. Warren's Hot Dogs, serving the Pirate Nation since 1991. Go Pirates!
This is Parker Bird from ECU Baseball, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Be sure to visit one of ECU graduate Brandon Tate's U.S. Cellular locations and experience the highest standard of customer service. The purpose of the Atlantic Wireless Store experience is to inform, illuminate, and inspire. Find the location near you at AtlanticWireless.com. Atlantic Wireless, we go beyond the call. And the Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of pirates. You can kick off the week on Monday nights when you can test your knowledge with sports trivia with our very own Clip Brock. Tuesdays and Wednesdays, it's acoustic nights featuring some local talent. Thursdays is Singo and karaoke, and of course you can get your groove on with the best live music every Saturday and Sunday. We'll see you at the Buck where the music never stops. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live. Ellerbe joins us at the dais. Hello, Jonathan.
Happy post 4th of July, fellas.
Welcome back, boss man.
Had a big development during the break.
This is shocking news.
Jared Watkins, who I feel like I could safely say is a big-time sports guy. He has shown sports guy tendencies since joining us here at Pirate Radio. But we were watching Jonathan turns the telly on, and they're playing tennis. And Jared comes in and says, "Is this Wimbledon?" Which sounds like a non-sports guy trying to start a conversation at a bar, maybe with some guys like, "Hey, fellas, is this Wimbledon?"
Having a cold beer? As you're holding a cold beer?
Big gulps, huh? But the answer was yes, this is Wimbledon. And his follow-up was, "Where is this?" Which I found shocking. Jared says he's not a tennis guy. Understood. Neither am I. But I know what Wimbledon is and where Wimbledon is. I asked him to guess where it was. Your first guess was?
Australia?
No, that would be the Australian Open.
Wrong, mate.
Roland Garros, I think it's called. Roland Garros?
No, that is in Paris. For the French.
The French Open.
The Sydney.
Somebody can take a seat next to me. All right.
There you go.
Two dunce caps, please.
Yeah.
2 dunce caps.
All right, y'all take over this segment. I'm with Jared now.
The Australian Open is in Sydney, Australia.
Okay. No, you're right. You're exactly right. Your second statement was, I know it's not New York.
That's Arthur Ashe.
So you do know that stadium.
Which would have been the US Open.
Which is later this year. And then you were out of guesses. Just no clue where this event might be.
Well, I heard hey, this is so-and-so. You're listening to Pirate Radio. So I know I got to come back in here and sit down and get the video going.
So what's your guess? Where do you think it is?
I looked it up. It's is it in England?
It is. It is in England.
Because I looked it up and it said, Google has the location thing. It said near Greenville, North Carolina. I was like, no way. It's near Greenville.
There's a Wimbledon Drive. There was a fire there. there was a fire there.
Chandler covered a big event there one time for us.
Not exactly the same thing.
All right. Not a tennis guy.
No.
But
it's in London.
But now we know that Wimbledon is in London. Roland Garros is in Paris. Australian Open's in Sydney. Mm-hmm. And the U.S. Open is in
New York City.
New York City.
The Big Apple.
Yeah, never in your life breakfast at Wimbledon?
Right around this time, I'm looking at NFL, college football, watching movies. I'm not really watching ESPN daily.
A story nobody cares about, but that is on this topic. Me and my friend would play a lot of outdoor sports, including the football, basketball, baseball, and the like. But during this time of year, the summer, if I stayed at his house, we had 2 tennis rackets, a tennis ball, and his dad's building. His dad's name was Don, and we called it the Wimbledon Rud. And we played tennis against the wall.
How many championships did you have?
I don't know if we...
Did you go in his house and get like a silver platter and hoist it?
Yeah, you win a plate if you win. Huh. Put your chicken nuggets on.
If the voice was here, he would say 3 words.
Cool, neat story.
Okay. Clip McEnroe wins it again.
Cool, neat story.
All right, Ellerbe, did you watch any movies during the break?
I did not.
Okay.
I did not. Actually, I did watch one. Actually, I'll take that back. I watched a movie called Warfare. Ever heard of it?
Oh yeah, it looked good.
It's very interesting. It's a very dramatic movie, a tough movie to watch about a group of Marines or Navy SEALs in Iraq or Afghanistan, and it was very good. But the opening scene is hilarious because I thought I was like watching some pirated movie, and I'll just leave it at that. You just got to watch the opening scene because it's like I was like, what is going on here? It starts off with like a music video, and then it kicks in. But it's a really
What you watching on?
It's a really cool song. I watched it just whatever one of the streaming networks, whatever it was on. So, and it was just like I was like, this can't be right. Like, did I get the wrong movie or something? Like the first like 30 seconds, and then it kicks in, and then you watch that. Then after that, it is dead serious, and a cool way of those guys recounting and reliving just a really tough time. But you really appreciate, what our soldiers and troops do if you watch something like that. It was pretty powerful.
I chuckled because the top billed actor is the kid from We're the Millers, who just plays a ridiculous character. So I can't imagine him playing I guess, Navy SEAL or whatever. It said he took Navy SEALs training in this movie, but he plays one of the more ridiculous characters ever.
Sure, not a lot of spiders in this movie.
In We're the Millers. So, all right, sports. What happened in sports while we were gone? The Charlotte Hornets got very white.
Making moves, man.
Good grief.
Pat Connaughton. Welcome back, Mason Plumlee.
Yeah, we're back.
Back to what?
Having guys that I can at least be like, he's cool.
What
I grew up watching Mason Plumlee. Or not maybe grew up, but I remember him.
All right, a good take. They have players that Jared remembers from when he was a kid.
I remember that guy. He is great.
Yeah. Con Knipple. I don't know.
It's just nice to see him doing something. Normally, I mean, with the past regime.
What do you mean, like picking players in the draft? They've done that forever.
Well, signing free agents, being a part of trades.
All right, they got Colin Sexton.
Yes.
Can he play?
Yes, he can.
He could in college.
They might flip him, but as of right now, he's on the roster. He's in Charlotte.
Spencer Dinwiddie.
Yeah. A good fourth guy.
32 years old.
Bringing back Trey Mann.
It sounds like they got the all-private school team. Hailing out of Catholic school in Denver, Colorado.
I played against these guys in church league back in the day.
Yes, they just grew taller than you and can play basketball. Did they trade for Caitlin Clark?
Somebody asked Scott. He might have deleted it. Do you think it was offensive? He asked what's worse, watching the Braves. Oh, no, there it is. Watching the WNBA or the Braves. Braves are dead. I buried them Friday night after they lost to Charlie Morton, the 40-plus-year-old man. And they are done.
Season over?
Yeah, their season is over. And I guess they're not going to fire Brian Snicker now because he will be an assistant manager in the All-Star game in Atlanta. Yeah. So they probably feel like they can't fire him.
Be kind of frowned upon right
until
now.
after that.
Yeah,
so,
maybe about...
but this is it for him.
Maybe about early August, they'll let him go.
I have some other news that happened while we were gone from on air.
Okay. Braves died. Hornets didn't stuff.
Congrats, Jamie. R.J. Felton is a Pacer.
Man, that was cool to see.
Yeah.
And let me Google up.
And I saw that, and I was like, man, I'm excited to talk about this on the radio. And then we had a best of that day. So I was like, we'll save it for when we come back.
You should have broke in and done a show, Sean.
Man.
People would have listened to that.
So do you think RJ will be on the Pacers active roster?
Well, let's start here. He is on the rookie free agent camp roster, the summer.
Is he playing summer ball in Vegas?
Roster. That's what I was going to look up, the summer schedule.
That has started, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought so.
Summer League has started?
Oh, yeah.
I've been seeing games.
They're in Vegas. The rosters have been announced.
Because I went to ESPN.com one day, and it's had, like, Lakers beat something. I was like,
yeah.
They threw me off. I was like, well, hold on a second. And then it said Summer League, so it was just kind of like, it's like the NBA never ends.
No,
Summer, so I'm trying to find the Pacers. Pacers play Thursday, it looks like. So, yeah, I am interested to see if he is on the roster and get some action. Now we can get to Ellerbe's question. Will he play in a regular season Pacers game next season?
I'm going to say yes.
I say G League.
I mean, with Halliburton being down the whole year, you do need a guard.
Is he out for the year?
They just said that today. President said he ain't suiting it up.
Donald Trump said that?
The Pacers team president.
Halliburton is not playing. He's out. Halliburton.
Halliburton's been defeated. But yeah, man, that's so. Last week at Trivia, Ellerbe, I can even pull up the question, I think, and I will let you take a stab at it.
Do we lose power?
A very easy question. Oh, you can't hear? Can't hear out of your headphones? How about now? Chandler, get your big thigh. I have to tell Bryce Williams that all the time. Get your thigh off the headphones. Ellerbe, I did a match these sports figures with the names red, white, and blue.
Mm-hmm.
So the guy on the left would be
Dana White.
White. The guy on the right would be
Red Auerbach.
And the guy in the middle would be
Theodore Edwards.
Blue Edwards, who has been an answer at sports trivia twice at OTs. I would love to be able to put another basketball player from East Carolina on a sports question.
On a wouldn't be in the red, white, and blue category, but maybe who plays for the Indiana Pacers.
So, I'm tired of using Blue Edwards for our basketball guy because nobody else is taking over those reins.
Even though I don't think he'll be on the regular roster next year, I am excited to at least think that there is a chance for him to play in the G League and then work his way up to a regular. Because, I mean, when's the last time? I guess Akeem Richmond, maybe. I think he was on the Houston Rockets G League.
Yeah, he was.
That might have been the
G-League.
last former player. But you've had guys like Elijah Hughes, Tristan Newton, all
Did
those
Prince
guys.
Williams do some with the Hornets G League team?
Yeah,
I think
he did. But I mean, that didn't last long, I don't think. But I think RJ Felton has a chance to at least kind of stick into the G League and hopefully they promote him.
Yeah, and my interview with Erson Demir, he said for RJ to probably see good playing time in the NBA regular season, he'd have to be on like a title contender. And he threw out Clippers, Heat, Knicks. I mean, the Pacers in the finals this year.
Jamie says they need point guard depth, so he needs to really focus on the ball handling part of it.
Yeah, and on the scouting stuff I read about him, he's listed as a guard, point guard.
Let's hope he performs in the summer league like he did in that tournament, random tournament where he drove 2 hours, found out last minute he was playing, and then was the MVP of that game.
He needs to do a Holton Ahlers when Holton just had that crazy off-season run where he was like MVP of 2 games.
MVP of all, the Senior Bowl.
Then played well in the preseason.
Yeah.
And RJ needs to just continue that and stick around. And another thing he's got going for him is he's a good dude. Like, people like him being around, a good leader, and things like that. So Pacers all of a sudden have like a winning pedigree, and RJ seems like the type of guy that would fit in well there.
Oh, yeah.
Excited for him. Chandler Joel says, psych. Hunter says, speaking of dead baseball teams, what's your thoughts on the Nationals?
Yeah, saw this coming. Saw Davey Martinez being fired. Saw that coming, but didn't see Mike Rizzo, the GM, who's been our GM for 17 years, also getting the axe. And Zach Kaplan, who will join our show later this week, he was actually at Nationals Park on Sunday to see Davey Martinez's last game as a manager for the Washington Nationals. I still am on that high of the World Series back in 2019 because it's my only
some good stuff.
6 years ago,
dude. It's my only championship that I have. Yeah. So I'm trying to enjoy it as much as I can, even though everybody on that team is no longer with us.
Taylor's got another parade set up next week.
And now, Davey's gone. But since that World Series, it just seems like everything has gone downhill. You get rid of all the stars that were on that World Series team, and it's just been consistently bad the past 6 years.
I'm guessing he was those two were the last pieces of that World Series?
Yep.
Like, there can't be anybody on the roster.
No, there isn't.
Yeah.
What would it sound like if Zach Kaplan had to go down and let the manager and GM go after the game?
Lerner, he just told me that you're fired. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, and now I got to go up to the GM box and tell Mike Rizzo. I'm not really happy to do that, but Davey, you did a good job, but it's time for you to
Usually you want to make those.
Done and dusted.
You're done and dusted. Usually you want to make those announcements kind of short and sweet, get out of there.
Yeah.
Zach can't do anything short and sweet.
Davey's going to be like, all right, I get it, man. I'm fired.
Davey.
He's like, no, I mean, you did a good job. You won a World Series.
Yeah.
Good job, but
Zach would still be explaining to him, and he'd already be gone.
Zach Kaplan. Well, you have to understand, you did a really good job.
Mike P is still high from the Bears Super Bowl in '85.
Yeah.
Chandler does have a Troy D. Peach Bowl thing going with the 2017 Nationals.
2019.
Was it 19?
2019. Yeah.
My apologies. Hey, that was more recent than I thought.
Yeah.
No wonder you're still high.
Yeah.
Still buzzing.
I still watch highlights of that playoff run. But it was time for a change.
Hunter says getting rid of the GM right before picking number 1 overall is pretty crazy. Well, I guess they don't want him making another pick. When is the draft?
It's like July 15th, next week after the All-Star game.
See where if Dixon goes sliding
in.
That would be good.
Some other Pirates
Could have
as
some
well.
good baseball news next week.
Speaking of which, bad baseball news. The Guardians hate Gavin Williams. They just will not. They refuse to support him.
They refuse to give him run support.
Yeah, it's crazy. What did he go? 6 scoreless, Shirley, yesterday, I think.
And they lost?
Yeah,
And they
he
lost.
went 6 innings, struck out 8, walked 3, and only allowed 1 hit, and he did not get the win.
Yeah, Agnos did, though.
Yes. How about I did last week on the best of, I think it was Thursday, coming out of my segment with Zach, I said, of course, since this interview, he's been sent down, but hoping he can get back up there soon. And boom, I did not expect it to happen when it did, but congratulations to Zach. And gets his first big league W.
Yeah, lots of good stuff. All the latest always on our website at pr927fm.com and on our socials if you're interested in following all the guys and the pros, including the CFL right now. A lot of the guys, including Justin Hardy's coming up in a little bit.
We'll talk to him in a moment.
Just talked about bad news for the Nationals, but good news. Shout out to former East Carolina commit and Whiteville native Mackenzie Gore going to the All-Star game.
Well deserved. He's had an awesome year. Jerry says the Pirates hate Paul Skeens. Yeah, he's got ridiculous numbers. 4-7, ERA under 2.
My gosh.
That's brutal. All right. Kenny says, how about them Cowboys? Speaking of the good stuff, Kenny still riding high from the mid-'90s with the Dallas Cowboys, who have not done anything since. We need to take a break. Ellerbe, any other Pirate Radio news?
Just get ready. The countdown to football is on. 52 days until kickoff. East Carolina, NC State. Excited about the Bud Light pregame tailgate being back this year, and also the U.S. Cellular 5th quarter call-in show. And then a week later this year is going to be the Pirate Radio football kickoff party. So at the State Theater. We may have missed it. We got Al from the main event band. They're going to be rocking the stage. We got some more announcements coming up this month of what's going to be exciting and happening for the Pirate Radio football kickoff party, so stay tuned. And, of course, all the content you need on ECU Athletics right here on the Voice of the Pirate Nation.
All right, let's take a break. Gary Hahn, can you report that?
Naheem Hines wants to find a team for training camp.
Thanks, Pro
He's
Football
still playing.
Talk.
He's still playing football.
He sure is, Gary. He's still in it. Let's take a break. We'll come back, wrap up hour number 1. Justin Hardy coming up hour 2 with a little Pirate football trivia. Got that and more on the way. We roll on after this.
Join us for a night of hope, heart, and giving at Riley's Army Hearts of Gold Gala Friday, September 19th from 6 to 10 p.m. at the Cotton Barn in Winterville, North Carolina. An elegant evening with dinner catered by Nino's and Marabella's, guest speakers, live music, dancing, and a silent auction, all to support local children battling cancer. Your Heart of Gold can help families in their fight. Get your tickets today at RileysArmy.com because together we are stronger than cancer. We can't do it alone. We need an army. Riley's Army.
Here with Brian Cook, the comptroller for Greenville Motor Company and Greenville Auto World. Brian, talk about your service that you have at Greenville Motor Company and Greenville Auto World.
Yeah, we've got a great group of technicians that work on all makes and models of vehicles. We're here to check out your car, give you some advice, fix the things that are needed, and maybe get you on the right path to taking care of it down the road.
One website, 2 outstanding dealerships, finding the car you're looking for. Greenville Motor Company, Greenville Auto World. Try us, trust us at driveherenow.com.
Michael's Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry has been Greenville's premier dental practice for over 40 years. I am Dr. Chris Gateway, and our mission at Michael's and Gateway is to provide exceptional dental care with compassion, integrity, and innovation, ensuring every patient leaves with a healthy, confident smile. Doctors Michael's and Gateway are committed to providing an outstanding patient experience with every visit. Not only do we offer all your dental needs under one roof, in most cases, we can take care of those needs on the same day. Bring your smile to us at Michael's and Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry.
At Children's Health Services, we understand the importance of your child's well-being. This is Dr. Chris Osmick, and our mission is to provide comprehensive, patient-centered health care through every stage of child development, starting the day they are born in the hospital. We are not just here to treat illnesses. We are here to partner with you on your child's health journey. Schedule your appointment today to build a brighter, healthier world for your children. Children's Health Services, Arlington Boulevard, Greenville, or soon to be our second location on 10th Street. Go Pirates!
The convenience of Pitt Greenville Airport is waiting just outside your front door. Service is back, so you're connected to destinations worldwide through flights from American Airlines. Plan your next trip. Book your flights today at flypgv.com or aa.com.
Good news, business travelers. PGV and American Airlines has added a new early morning flight available now. Book today at aa.com and be on time for that connection in Charlotte. Fast, convenient, and close to home, PGV has American flights perfect for your next trip. PGV, where the Pirates fly.
Big news from the Rick House. The Rick House has a brand new menu that you're absolutely going to love. New on the menu are creamy garlic parm chicken pasta, crab cakes, and our new porterhouse, half filet, half strip, tender and juicy, and grilled to perfection. The Rick House is the area's bourbon authority, featuring Willet, Jefferson Tropics, and the Frank Sinatra Select by Jack Daniels. The new menu features new, lower prices and $4 drafts all summer long. The Rick House, Red Bank Road in Greenville.
I'm Michael Vaughn with East Coast Grading and Utilities. Many of you know my dad, David Vaughn, and his work in putting in subdivisions all over Pirate Nation. But East Coast Grading and Utilities is not just for those type of big jobs. We're here for the homeowners. Whether it's concrete, driveways, hauling rock, or sand, whatever you need, East Coast Grading and Utilities can get the job done. Call us at 252-531-7494 or check us out on Facebook at East Coast Grading and Utilities.
I'm Sam Jones, and for more than 3 generations, my folks have kept the fires burning for Eastern North Carolina Whole Hog Barbecue. At Sam Jones, you'll find our smokehouse pumping out wood-fired meats cooked fresh every single day. There are no freezers at our place. Everything, and we mean everything, is made fresh daily, including our sides, sweets, and sauces. Stop in and see us, and I bet you'll be able to taste our passion in just one bite. At Sam Jones Barbecue, you'll find plenty of smoke, but no mirrors.
We better sight land pretty soon. There's rumblings of mutiny.
Pirate Radio.
Rumble, rumble, rumble. Mutiny, mutiny, mutiny.
The voice of the Pirate Nation.
You mean on top of everything else, this ship is rigged?
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. If you're cruising around town and headed out for a weekend adventure, make sure you're riding in something you can count on from Capital Subaru of Greenville. These folks are just not selling cars. They're supporting our community every mile of the way. From brand new Subarus with legendary all-wheel drive to quality pre-owned vehicles, Capital Subaru has your back. Friendly service, no gimmicks, just great deals and even better people. Stop by Capital Subaru of Greenville today or visit capitalofgreenville.com. Capital Subaru, love what you drive. And treat yourself to our midweek at the Hackney in downtown Washington, a James Beard nominated spot serving up fresh local seafood and farm-to-table dishes. Enjoy a 3-course dinner for just $48 Tuesday through Thursday. If you like wine pairings, just add $20 more. You can book a table online or you can give them a call at 623-2368. The Hackney, London, on the Pamlico. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live. Shirley, can you find me some NFL music? While you look, I would love to see what it would be like to face a 122 mile per hour serve from one of these guys at Wimbledon. Just to see if I could get a racket on it, you know? A racket. A racket. Not even return it, just get a racket on it. All right. Is it feeling real, Jarrett?
Oh, it's feeling real.
How many days
it's
away
feeling spectacular
until the Hall of Fame game? Oh, here's what I like to do.
So
how many Thursdays till we get football?
I think 3.
How many Thursdays do we have?
This upcoming Thursday, we'll have 3 Thursdays left.
After this Thursday.
After this Thursday,
meaning
yes.
The number is 4.
Yeah.
There are 4 Thursdays left with no football. That's doable.
Yeah, because we did the math when J-Bone co-host or hosted the show.
Oh, good work, by the way.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. It was
good,
fun.
Good line about me messing up break management.
Yeah.
That was funny.
That was really good.
That was funny.
And did you enjoy Zach Kaplan's segment?
Good God.
I don't think I listened to
Almost tanked the show.
Really?
He was cursing and commentating on the golf he was playing.
Good shot, Brad. We were like, dude, focus up.
Zach Kaplan can tank a show, that is for sure. Or make it better. You never know. That's why we have them all.
Yeah, great time with Tony Dunn.
Good.
Great conversation.
Good. While the NFL music is playing, I want to ask you guys a question. More wins in 2025. The Carolina Panthers or the Oakland Las Vegas Raiders? More wins in 2025.
Carolina Panthers.
I think they're both around 8 or 9. But if you're saying Panthers, I'm going Raiders.
What do you think, Clip?
Tiebreaker.
I want to be out on the Raiders since I had them over last year. But, that division. That division's tough.
Dead.
You don't think so?
Cakewalk.
I'll take the... I think it's going to be like 8-7 or 7-6. I'm going to go on the year 2 of Canal. I'm going to go Panthers. I'm going to go Panthers.
Okay.
Chandler.
I like it.
I'm going to go Panthers.
Keep down.
More wins this season. Let's go the Seahawks and Shirley's Dolphins.
That's tough.
I'm trying to design these to be
dead.
I don't believe in Sam Darnold, but I hate everything the Dolphins have done this offseason.
All I want you to do is answer my damn question.
I'm going Dolphins.
Seahawks.
What's the deal?
What's the deal?
What is Tyreek Hill doing with his life? Because didn't he have some words about the organization or something?
Yeah,
Well, he said I'm gone, and then he's not gone.
Okay.
People say things.
Everybody else is gone.
How many shows do we wrap up, Chandler, and I say, Jeff Charles, take us home, and you're like, I'm never doing this again. I'm out of here. That's it.
Bye. I do the Antonio Brown.
You take your shirt off, and you just walk down the hallway. Joel's going Panthers question 1 and Seahawks question 2. By the way, he has a number 1 beside his crown. Terry Long has a number 3 beside his. And he also says Panthers, easy. Let's do one more of these. I'm enjoying y'all's participation. Let's do my Washington Commanders. How about Commanders or Packers?
Pack.
Are you worried about a sophomore slump from Jaden Daniels?
Well, the only thing I'm worried about with Jaden Daniels would be him getting injured. I think if he's healthy, he's going, baby. And he's going 100 miles an hour.
Are you worried about Terry McLaurin not being happy with the organization?
Not so much.
Okay. You think it's a nothing story, just something to fill the summer?
He probably wants something, but
yeah,
I feel like he'll play and they'll get it figured out.
That boy jealous.
Like I saw a Pro Football Talk, I think it was like Terry McLaurin's still upset. Well, yeah, nothing's happened.
Yeah.
So it's going to remain that way until something happens. Once again, Jarrett, just need you to answer the question.
Give me the Commodores.
I said Pack.
You already did.
Give me the Commodores.
Yeah, I like the Packers this year.
Debo, I'm excited.
Oh, you seen the video of Debo being fast? There's video of him being rocked up and fast.
Oh, hey.
Rocked up.
He's rocked up.
I'm excited to watch
me rocked up. You're excited about what? Speaking of being excited.
Watching Debo Samuel as the commander.
As am I.
I'm excited for you.
Thank you, Chandler. That's how we get during football season. We get excited for each other.
Dude, I love watching Commanders games with you.
I appreciate that.
Luke McCaffrey, this is a come out season for him this year.
I hope so. He had a good start, I feel like, to his career, and then didn't really do much second half.
Yeah.
All right. This has been Who Wins More Games. We'll play it quite a bit between now and the kickoff to the season. Let's take a break. Terry says more wins, Florida Panthers or Pittsburgh Pirates? How many wins did the Panthers have?
A lot. They won the Stanley Cup.
wearing my White Sox hat today.
Nice. Yeah, we just need 24 more wins.
That's it?
Yeah, we're at 30.
Nice.
30 and 60.
Nice.
Let's see. Panthers had 47 wins.
The Pirates will get more than that, right? Yeah, they got 38 wins. What kind of question is that? Back with you and Justin Hardy. Little Pirate football trivia. Play along at home. Back with you after this.
Spring is a great time to plant flowers, trees, and bushes. When planning your landscape, please keep in mind that you should never plant anything within 3 feet of a gas, electric, or water meter. The same thing applies if you have an electric transformer in your yard, except keep plants 8 feet clear of the front in case crews need access during a storm or an outage. Always remember to call 811 at least 3 business days before you dig to avoid underground lines. This important safety message is from your neighbors at Greenville Utilities.
Pirate Nation, your dream home starts with Unshakable Builders. Now building in Sutherland Estates in Greenville and Dolostone Court in Wilson, with homes available now. And stay tuned, Cross Creek Townhomes in Greenville and Whitaker Glen in Farmville are coming soon. Browse available homes, explore floor plans, and see past projects today at unshakablebuilders.com. Have questions? Use live chat, fill out the contact form, or call the office at 814-9105. Unshakable Builders, build on a solid foundation.
My whole business just went up in flames, but my agent was there before the fire was out. We started a plan. I've got 25 employees who could be out of a job if we didn't get this place running again. My independent agent and auto owners insurance, they made sure we didn't skip a beat. I mean, we didn't miss a single payroll. That's incredible.
For whatever lies ahead, we're always there.
This is Brian Smith with Town Insurance in Greenville. Call me today at 756-8300. Go Pirates!
Looking for the ultimate spot on the Morehead City waterfront this summer? Then head to King Mackerel's Restaurant and Bar, where the food is fresh, the drinks are cold, and the vibes are always live. King Mac's is your ECU game day headquarters with waterfront views and game day food specials. So whether you're reeling in a marlin or just soaking up the sun, come grab a bite, listen to some tasty tunes, and make your summer legendary at King Mackerel's on the waterfront in Morehead City.
It may be hot outside, but in Russell's, the clothing is light, bright, and beautiful. Hi, I'm Rhonda with Russell's, and we have a great inventory of cool, lightweight, colorful apparel for all your summer needs. Lots of dresses, skirts, tops and tees for the ladies, and for the men, it's shorts, polos, swimwear, and t-shirts just for starters. Feel good and look even better when you shop for summer apparel at Russell's in downtown Washington, where it's all about you, our pirate friends and customers.
Hey Pirate Nation, Lindsay Gray here with Carolina Caliber. In 1960, my granddaddy started his firearm business right here in Eastern NC. Still family owned and operated, we have the area's largest selection for outdoor shooting sports and accessories and are one of the nation's top firearm dealers. At Carolina Caliber, we have everything you need from hunting, home defense, and personal protection, including a wide variety for ladies and youth. We buy, sell, and trade. It's a time-honored tradition. Visit us at Carolina Caliber on Fire Tower Road in Winterville.
This summer, the Greenville Yard Gnomes are back at historic Guy Smith Stadium.
Hey there, it's me, Nomeo, the Yard Gnomes mascot. You've heard of gnomes bringing good luck, right? Well, I'm here to bring you great baseball and tons of fun, too. We're excited to have a great team, including a few ECU baseball players this year.
Season tickets are on sale now, so visit yardgnomesbaseball.com to get yours today.
We'll have great food, cold drinks, and fun games for everyone. Come out and hang with your gnomies this summer and have some fun at the ballpark with us, the Greenville Yard Gnomes.
Jimmy John's hot sandwiches are here.
Jimmy John's hot sandwiches are here.
Hot sandwiches are Jimmy John's hot sandwiches are here.
Hot sandwiches are here. The pilot can't steer?
No, Jimmy John's hot sandwiches are here.
That's worse.
Jimmy John's new hot sandwiches are finally here.
Get ready for a crispier, crunchier, meltier, gooier Jimmy John's experience. Toasted sandwiches are here. Try the brand new toasted category or get any sandwich in the favorites category toasted to golden perfection. Jimmy John's in Greenville and Wilson and online at jimmyjohns.com. Go Pirates!
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 at 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Greenville Utilities Neighbor to Neighbor program provides help for those who need temporary assistance with their utility costs, and you can make a difference. Your tax-deductible donation can be added to your GUC bill each month, or you can make a one-time donation, and GUC will match all donations up to $20,000 each year. Consider helping a neighbor with GUC's Neighbor to Neighbor program. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip.
Back with you, Hour 2, Pirate Radio Live. We're going to have another guest on today, but they have moved to Tuesday, and that would be Kayla Hudson, daughter of Greg Hudson, who is in town. She is the director of recruiting operations for Texas A&M football. Was going to come on today, moved to Tuesday, so we'll talk to her coming up on Tuesday. Also, the new ECU soccer coach going to join us on Tuesday as well. And we got an opponent preview with UTSA coming your way later this week. A lot of things planned for you coming up, but our guest right now will be Justin Hardy. Talked to Justin a couple hours ago and played a little Pirate trivia. How well does he remember moments and plays and what teammates scored a big touchdown? We'll have, I'm sure Chandler will be playing along. You can play along at home. Here's my chat with Justin Hardy.
All right, joining us today on Pirate Radio Live, East Carolina great Justin Hardy, fresh off a CFL game last night. Unfortunately, the Red Blacks lose in a shootout, but glad to have you with us today. How you doing, Justin?
I'm doing pretty good. How you guys doing?
Hey, good, man. We've seen the Red Blacks play in some low-scoring games last night. Kind of a fun shootout. Unfortunately, didn't go your way, but 5 catches for you, I think 45 yards, and again, kind of up and down game. How much fun are those games to be a part of? I know a lot funner if you can win, but when the points are flying like that.
Very fun. You know, like you said, it'd be good to win, but at the same time, you never know with the CFL, and especially the last 3 minutes of the game, anything can happen. So it's very fun to see.
And again, 5 catches for you, I think, and you got some targets last night. How did you feel about your performance?
I feel like I did what I could, you know, with the opportunities that I did have. Just got to keep capitalizing on those.
How about a late Sunday game? You said you got in early this morning. So is this Monday kind of a wash for you as a team, like a off day, I guess?
Yes, off day for us today. Usually after every game we have an off day. And then we'll come in and do like a rundown, watch film type thing, and then we'll start day one the next day.
You know your body, Justin. We've talked about that. You're very smart with it. So is today for you physically about recovery, or do you get any athletic work in at all?
Today is all recovery. You know, I don't really do a lot today. No,
gotcha.
Very, very little.
Justin Hardy joining us. How about at this point in the season, Justin? I know you want to start stacking some wins, but how you feeling about the season so far?
It's still early. You know, it's a lot of games to be played. You know, it's time for us to capitalize on the things that we are going through. You know, starting to get those wins now early on, and just see what we can do when the playoff times come.
No doubt. And us here in the States, kind of post 4th of July, man, football comes pretty quick. So we're getting into football mode here. We're starting to preview ECU's opponents and fall camp coming up next month. So getting excited about that. And speaking of some ECU football, Justin, I want to do a little ECU football trivia. This will be a fun trip down memory lane, but also see how much you remember your teammates in certain games. And I'm going to go 4 questions, 1 from each season you played here at ECU. And we'll start you out with the easy one. East Carolina beats North Carolina 70-14 in 2014. What linebacker got the second half started with a pick 6 for the Pirates?
Was that the game we played at home?
Yeah, 70-point game. Yeah, at home. This linebacker had a pick 6.
Zeke Bigger?
Zeke is correct. And, look, you win by 56 points, so I don't know what, it was a lot of big plays there, but You can't think about this as a player, but as a fan, as a outsider, I was like, yeah, that's ball game. Like when he takes that one in. But
for sure.
But man, you got to have a ton of memories about that game, I would imagine.
Oh, for sure. Like leading up into that game, the year before, they said the win was a fluke.
Yep.
We wasn't supposed to win. We got all that, and then they ended up coming to ECU and getting beat again. So I like to hear that.
Oh man, what was the guy? Was it Tim Scott or something? They had a defensive guy that said basically
that name sounds familiar.
He said that it was a fluke, and then after 2014, they asked him about it, and I think he said they just kept spanking us. So he didn't have much to say after that.
Right.
All right. So you got question 1 right, but this is just a bonus. This don't count. But
okay.
Do you remember the wide receiver that caught a touchdown right before halftime, descended into halftime? He didn't have many touchdowns in his career. I think he was a local guy.
Brandon Bishop.
Brandon Bishop is correct. A big one right before the so you guys finished. I know Donnie Kirkpatrick talked about the middle 8. I'm sure a lot of coaches do, but like the last 4 of the first half, first 4 of the second half, y'all dominated the middle 8 of that game, right?
Correct.
All right, let's go to 2013. Let's go to the bowl game. Another easy one for you because you know it wasn't you. Who threw Shane Carden the touchdown pass?
Cam Worthy.
Cam Worthy is correct. Justin Hardy now 3 for 3. How about that one, Justin? That was your first bowl win, I guess only bowl win at ECU, right?
It was fun, getting the chance to, like you said, get that win. It was definitely fun to be a part of that team.
So bowl games, I mean, they're real games for you, but they're almost exhibitions as well. So going into that game, how much? I guess especially since you lost to Louisiana the year before, y'all probably really wanted that one, right? So what was the focus kind of going into that one?
Our second bowl game, this would literally be our third, I want to say. Third bowl game since I've been there. We just wanted to get that win, and Ohio, I think that's who we played, was a good opponent at the time, and we just went out there and just played our ball.
All right, Justin. Well, let's go back to 2012. I'm going to raise the difficulty a little bit. ECU Marshall, 2012, 65-59, 2 overtimes. What wide receiver caught a 25-yard touchdown to start the first overtime? First play, Shane Carden to this receiver for a touchdown. I believe he's a Charlotte native. I believe he wore number.
Him at home?
Yeah, you were at home. It was the last regular season game, at least home game, I think. I believe he wore number 19.
Oh, Bodie.
Andrew Bodenheimer had the catch. Shane Carden ran it in for. Shane Carden ran it in for the last touchdown, which ended up being the winner. But Bodie, he made some plays. He was a steady receiver for you guys.
For sure, Bodie was I guess you could say my vet coming in. He made sure everything was smooth.
Good deal. And I want to say, did he get into DJing or something, doing something with parties or something?
It wouldn't surprise me.
All right, let's go. Justin's first year playing. ECU beat UCF at home 38-31 in 2011. This speedy wide receiver, you had a touchdown in that game, Justin, but this guy had 2 touchdowns, including an 84-yard catch and run in the third quarter. Reese Wiggins is correct. He can move, couldn't he?
That boy can slide.
That boy can slide. Speaking of sliding, that was a weird year because I saw also, I think he had a 50-plus yard touchdown run, Torrance Hunt, who switched over from DB, right? So was that the year Zico Pursuit was also running the ball? That was kind of a weird year for running back.
Yeah, it was a weird year. We had a lot of guys back there, I want to say, different guys. I want to say Torrance played receiver first.
Okay.
And then maybe transferred over to running back. But then again, he could have played a little DB as well. He was an athlete, so that doesn't surprise me either.
Yeah, I think y'all moved him all around because there was some, I guess, injury issues in the backfield. So y'all, what was it like having a tight end playing running halfback for you, Zico Pursuit?
And he was a dog. I give him the ball.
Yeah. Did you say, "Hey, I'll take it"? You want to play some running back, or were you fine out there at receiver?
No, I was fine at receiver.
Didn't want to take them hits.
I'm good on those.
And I guess you had mentioned your third bowl. So you redshirt your 2010, Justin?
Redshirted my freshman year. We played against Maryland.
Yep.
And then I want to say the next year we played against.
I think next year you missed the bowl in 20.
Missed the bowl year, and then the following year, the next one after that.
You remember you remember Maryland's impact receiver that went on to play in the NFL? Ravens, and who else did he play for? Torrey Smith. Remember him?
Okay, yep. He played with Carolina too.
Okay, yep. He was the Maryland. He was the. I don't know how much he did in that game. What's that?
He was there that time?
I believe so. I think he was. Check that for me. There. Justin Hardy joining us. I'm gonna have to do this every week, Justin, because if nothing else, get you talking about some of your old teammates and old fun day. How do you kind of stack up those days as far as fun on the football field? Was that some of the most fun you ever had? Your ECU days?
For sure.
No doubt.
And I would only say that because of everything that we had else going on. We had to go to school. We had to work out. Like, all those things come tying together for us to have a lot of fun together.
Yeah, good stuff. Justin, what's the schedule look like? Who you got next in the CFL?
We play Hamilton this week.
All right.
We got an early turnaround this week, actually.
What's that, Thursday, Friday?
Friday or Saturday.
Gotcha. Good stuff. Well, Justin, we'll check in with you again next week, man. Good job on the trivia, and maybe I'll throw a few more at you next week. But appreciate you joining us, courtesy of Social House Vodka. You can get the J-Rock Limited Edition, Justin's own vodka, at socialhousevodka.com, and we'll talk to you next week, Justin.
Sounds good. Take care.
Get you talking about some of your old teammates and old fun day. How do you kind of stack up those days as far as fun on the football field? All right, joining us today on Pirate Radio Live, East Carolina great Justin Hardy, fresh off a CFL game last night. Unfortunately, the Red Blacks lose in a shootout, but glad to have you with us today. How you doing, Justin?
I'm doing pretty good. How you guys doing?
Hey, good, man. We've seen the Red Blacks play in some low-scoring games last night. Kind of a fun shootout. Unfortunately, didn't go your way, but 5 catches for you. I think 45 yards, and again, kind of up and down game. What's that? Thursday, Friday?
Friday or Saturday.
Gotcha. Good stuff. Well, Justin, we'll check in with you again next week, man. Good job on the trivia, and maybe I'll throw a few more at you next week. But appreciate you joining us, courtesy of Social House Vodka. You can get the we'll talk to you next week, Justin.
Sounds good. Take care.
Justin Hardy joining us today, courtesy of Social House Vodka, as we are back. Well-oiled machine here at Pirate Radio. First week back from July 4th.
Got some rust to knock off.
Chandler.
All right, throw me under the bus. Shirley screwed up. That's what it is.
I didn't say anything.
No, it's fine. Hey, it happens.
Uh-huh.
But guess what?
Whose fault was it?
It was mine.
Okay.
But look, we're back on track, baby. That's what we do. That's what we do.
How's Jarrett doing over there?
No, Jarrett's head's just popped off.
You all right?
It's gone.
What?
You good?
Yeah, there was a little malfunction there, but I'm fine now.
Good.
If I had done my job correctly, it wouldn't have screwed up the video side. So
you know what?
It's on me.
If it was anybody but Shirley, I would have lost my mind.
We're gonna rally back. In fact, we already have. Some would say. I was standing beside Chandler during that, and he went all Rain Man over here and knew every answer immediately.
And when you would say the game,
Andrew Bodenheimer, Bodie,
Reese Wiggins.
Reese Wiggins, screen pass.
Buddy.
Chandler knows his stuff. So congratulations to Justin. I had to give him a few hints here and there.
Well, as soon as you said 19, he knew it was Bodie.
Yeah.
So
we'll do some more of that with Justin and maybe with Rajay as well.
he knew Reese Wiggins right away.
I tipped it off by saying speedy and 84-yard touchdown. Because Reese could what did he say? That boy can slide?
That boy can slide.
That boy can slide. We're going to have to get that as a sounder.
That boy can slide.
That boy can slide. We'll take a break, come back. Field Yates looks like Dixon Williams. Good grief.
It's Dixon Williams with a wig.
Oh, my God.
Is he still growing the hair?
Yes.
Yeah, it needs a...
It's a dark, long-haired Dixon Williams talking on ESPN right now.
Is that a mullet he's wearing?
It is mulletous.
Party is going on in the back.
And Jared looks like Mina Kimes. I see it.
Dude, put a goatee and a mustache on her, and I'm calling her Bone.
By the way, we came back. Jared, your facial hair looks good.
Really?
Looks kind of piratey.
Thank you.
How's mine looking?
You need to do what we're doing. You need to shave your big cheeks.
I don't know if I could do that.
You got some big cheeks. Anybody ever told you that?
I always have.
Yeah. Yeah, big, strong cheeks, Chandler.
Yeah.
Big. I mean, big. Oh, you got some walnuts stored away for the winter.
I've always had huge cheeks.
Hunter said that mistake wouldn't have happened if we paid for AI. You might be right.
I pay for AI.
We need
For
to
AI. I love how he's hit it again, Shirley.
I pay for AI.
What did 76ers owner Pat Croce say in the early 2000s?
I pay for AI.
Yes, he does.
I paid for AI.
We'll take a break, come back, have more for you. Pirate Radio Live on a Monday. Back with you after this.
Country Mart has been locally owned and operated for over 40 years and is your premier country store serving the best cheese biscuits and country food around. Country Mart is open every day and has 2 locations in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903. Both Country Mart locations are top-of-the-line fuel stations serving Shell gas, including 93 ethanol-free high-octane gas, which is the best for all you boat owners. Country Mart, fueling you up with great food in your engines with great gasoline. Go Pirates.
Calling all young artists, dancers, gamers, and dreamers. Registration is now open for Building Hope's 5-week creative arts camp, where imagination meets inspiration. Camp includes a weekly field trip, swim days, 2 meals, and 2 snacks daily. Only $40 to register and $80 per week. Plus, sibling discounts are available. Spots are filling up fast, and camp starts June 30th. Register today at buildinghopennc.org.
Capital Subaru of Greenville is transforming your everyday commute into something a little more extraordinary. Subaru was just named 2025's best overall automotive brand by Consumer Reports, and there's never been a better time to drive one home. From the adventure-ready Outback to the sleek and efficient Forester, they got the perfect ride for you. In addition to their great selection of new and used car inventories, the Subaru Service Center is commanded by a team of experts, handpicked for their knowledge, passion, and promise to treat every car as if it's their own. Capital Subaru of Greenville, off Memorial Drive or online at capitalsubaruofgreenville.com.
This is proud ECU alumni David Price of David Price Construction. As a leading general contracting firm, we specialize in commercial construction and renovation. Whether it's updating your office space, renovating your restaurant, or building a new retail store, our team at David Price Construction is ready to assist. We are committed to delivering quality, value, and customer satisfaction across all of our projects. So give us a call at 919-820-3612 or find us online at davidpriceconstruction.com. Go Pirates.
A quick getaway to paradise is as easy as breezing into 34 Degrees North restaurant at the Beaufort Hotel. Enjoy coastal Carolina cuisine featuring fresh local seafood or savor their hand-cut steaks. It's the premier dining destination on the Crystal Coast. The waterfront restaurant serves breakfast, lunch, dinner, and their popular weekend brunch. 34 Degrees North restaurant in Beaufort is open daily. Visit their website, 34degreesnorthrestaurant.com, or call 252-838-7250. 34 Degrees North Restaurant at the Beaufort Hotel.
Is your office printer on the fritz? Don't wait days for a repair. This is Walker Allen Volova with CopyPro, where we promise fast 3-hour service on all of your copy equipment. No need to press 1 for English for an overseas service line. All of our calls are answered right here in Greenville. Plus, we offer a free office printing analysis to help you cut cost and boost efficiency. We'll show you exactly how to save money on ink, toner, and energy. For reliable, fast service, call CopyPro today at 1-800-682-6558 and see how we can help your office run more efficiently. CopyPro, fast service, smarter printing, bringing more value to your business.
Miss Shirley, play my dad's commercial now.
Okay, Lincoln, you got it.
Looking for the best ride on 4 wheels? I'm Brian Harris with 360 Golf Carts in Greenville. From parts to sales to service, we've got you covered with E-Z-Go, Club Car, and rugged utility carts ready to roll. Locally owned and operated, we'll even deliver right to you. Come see me on Highway 43 just past D.H. Conley High School or visit 360golfcarts.com.
360 Golf Carts, pirates supporting pirates. Arr!
Planning a special event, whether it's a baby shower, bridal luncheon, birthday party, or even a tailgate at Clark LeClaire Stadium, Chicken Salad Chick has you covered. Their fan favorite mini croissant platters is just one of many options to choose from, perfect for any occasion. With a variety of chicken salad flavors, there's something for everyone to enjoy. Let us do the work while you enjoy the event. Delicious, fresh, and served with a smile. Chicken Salad Chick Catering. Make every event memorable. Visit chickensaladchick.com to place your catering order. Just remember, you pick it up and we'll have it ready to go. Chicken Salad Chick, where every event is a little bit tastier.
Pirate Radio.
If you're going to put your name on something, it better be your best work.
The voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Doug Henry of Greenville is ready to make you an unbeatable offer on your trade-in. Bring in any offer from CarMax, and they'll beat it by $500. With over 300 vehicles to choose from and brand new inventory arriving daily, Doug Henry of Greenville has the perfect ride waiting for you. You can check out their inventory online at DougHenryGreenville.com. And don't miss out. Bring in your offer today and leave with a better deal. Doug Henry of Greenville, right on the corner, right on the price. And Pirate Nation, your dream home starts with an unshakable foundation. At Unshakable Builders, they don't just build houses, they build trust. From blueprint to keys, their expert team is with you every step of the way, serving Greenville and all of Eastern North Carolina since 2009. Unshakable Builders turn visions into reality with craftsmanship you can count on. You dream it, we build it. Visit unshakablebuilders.com to start your journey home the right way. Unshakable Builders, build on a solid foundation. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Cliff.
I got a segment idea. Anybody want to call in and play Chandler in sports trivia? Because Chandler wasn't there last week, so I could ask last Wednesday's questions.
Okay.
If anybody wants to play against Chandler.
And if they win, how about I give them a couple of tickets to a Bird Dogs game? How about that?
All right, call 317-1250 if you want to play some impromptu trivia against Chan Man for a chance to win Bird Dogs tickets. And I'll go ahead and say, even if you lose, you still get the tickets. So if you want Bird Dog tickets, call in.
So wait, if I win, I'm not getting nothing?
You'll get nothing.
You'll get to brag about your sports guy status.
I'm going to do the Patrick Beverly.
You're going to get on the table?
Get on the table, take my shirt off, and throw it.
After winning the play-in.
So Hunter, Kaz, Jerry, Terry, all you guys, Joel, one of y'all, somebody not in the chat gang, call in and compete against Chandler. Bone, do we have any interviews we have not ran that have come from the Bone Zone?
Yeah, Bo Brock.
Sounds like a good guy.
Arizona Cardinals reporter.
Gonna run that today?
Yeah, sure.
Think we can do that?
Yeah, it's in.
What's that?
It's in the West file.
Oh dear,
that's not good.
Hell no.
Oh God, West file what?
The West file.
Right here?
Not right now.
Yeah.
But
I don't have it loaded up right now.
Yeah. How about in the 5 o'clock hour we'll run that? What was that interview entailing?
Talking about Zay Jones and just the outlook on the Arizona Cardinals season that's coming up. And at the very end, we talked about Kevin Durant potentially getting traded. So, 30 seconds of that is a little outdated. But really, it was just, hey, what the hell are the Suns doing?
Speaking of that, Kevin Durant trade goes down. It is the first trade in NBA history to involve this many teams. Chandler.
7.
7 teams. Yeah. How does that even happen?
I don't know. So I guess they needed to add more teams to make salaries match.
Yeah, I don't understand the NBA salaries.
It's so me and Chandler talked about it before the break in late June, just about how stupid the hats are on draft night. Like a trade's announced, but the Hornets guy that was drafted in the late first, he is wearing a Suns hat.
So there are pictures, of course, of Kobe Bryant wearing a Hornets hat. How about Shea?
Yeah, he's wearing one too.
Man,
what's your thoughts
Miles
on that?
Bridges wearing a Clippers hat. I mean,
my thoughts on what?
Like them being traded to a team, but they still have to wear the team that traded their hat. So, like, Gilgeous-Alexander has to look back and be like, I want to go back to my draft night, and he's wearing a Charlotte Hornets hat.
Yeah.
I just think we were just saying it's stupid.
Yeah, I agree.
And
you have all these hats. If you get traded, if the Hornets traded their pick to the Suns,
and do they repurpose the hats? What if a guy has head lice? You ever thought of that? You ever thought about that?
Just now.
Yeah. It's kind of scary, right?
Oh my God.
How do they know the size of the guy's head? Because aren't they fitted caps?
They would have a tie with me.
I don't know, man. I think they might go snapback. I think they might go snapback in that case. Nobody wants to take on Chandler.
They scared, bro. They scared. They don't want me, bro.
Somebody come on.
Call in.
Step
I'm waiting. Put a jersey on.
Step up.
Put a jersey on.
And play Chandler in sports trivia.
Or as Rajay Harris would say, put a helmet on.
Put a helmet on. As Warren Sapp would say, put a jersey on.
Put a jersey on. Let's go.
As Michael Phelps would say, put some swim trunks on.
Yeah. Get some goggles.
Put some goggles on. As Dale Earnhardt Jr. would say,
get in the car.
Put a harness on.
Wow.
As Steve Smith would say, hey, have my mama call in. I'd beat her like a drum too.
He shouldn't say that because he has beat up people that he's close with.
Yeah.
And what else did he say famously?
Do you recall?
What did he say?
What did he say, Jared? You like to say it.
What did Steve Smith say?
Deep is an understatement.
Deep is an understatement.
He said that to Jake Delhomme when Jake said go deep, and he said deep's an understatement, brother. I can go as far as you need me to.
And who said something about hope? Was it hope?
It was actually Ocho that said something about she needs some hope.
All right, back on track. Back on sports. Let's do a early July East Carolina vibe check. Ooh. Football.
I'm about to play through their season tonight on the new college football game.
Oh, man, I remember this time last year I was asking, how are you going to handle the quarterback situation? Would you go Hauser, Garcia, or
Jeter?
Split? I did the, or who? Raheem Jeter? I didn't add him on the list. Would you split time? I did the split when I played.
I just played because Jake Garcia was listed as the starter on the game.
But we thought it would be Hauser.
Yeah.
They knew more than we did.
I just played with Garcia.
Yeah. How many picks you throw?
Well, this is not a slight towards Jake Garcia. I'm just a bad quarterback in the game.
Yes.
I threw about 7 interceptions.
Mike P said, as Tiger would say, put a single white glove on. As OJ would say,
put 2 black gloves on.
That don't fit.
Yeah. As Michael Jackson would say,
he.
And put a sparkling white glove on.
Hey, that's my favorite stabbing cap.
Chandler, vibe check, ECU.
I'm going to go 7.1.
Okay.
7.1.
What is keeping you from a 10?
Defense. First year defensive coordinator, Josh Aldridge, which that's started like that. But maybe some of the guys we lost last year.
Definitely. That's where I'm at.
The guys that we lost up front, the veteranship that we lost up front, and then obviously, like, what's the linebacker room look like?
Yeah.
All good questions.
You leave, Revels out. Isaiah Brown Murray, gone.
Where'd he go?
Memphis.
He's walking in Memphis.
So I would say the defensive side of the ball.
I would probably
the uncertainty.
Probably go 8 now that BYU's quarterback is transferred.
Yeah. He had relations.
Yeah,
maybe unwanted relations.
Well, no, that's cleared, and she dropped the case and said,
Okay.
like, oh, nothing happened. But it's crazy. They did nothing about those accusations. But in the trial, he's like, I didn't do anything wrong. It was just premarital sex. And then BYU's like, all right, now it's a problem.
Well, yeah. At first, I saw their honor code was broken. And then when I saw it was broken by, I was like, well, okay, that's everybody's honor code in life. But you're saying it was just consensual?
That's
what
I
Jared Watkins
That's what I read.
Okay, you read that?
I didn't say it. I read it.
But yeah, I guess if you are a BYU student, you cannot make love.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Outside of the bounds of marriage, obviously.
Oh, is that really it? So if they were married, it would be okay?
Yeah, it's all good to go.
10-4. You guys...
but yeah, I feel more confident in the BYU game now.
Okay.
That's really my only concern.
I wanted to look at the linebacker room. I'm gonna just name some names: Jackson Barker, Damian Wilson, DJ Johnson, Noah Holmes, Jaden Olden, Julian Davis, Jordan David Miles, Reagan Printy, Kendrick Davis, Landon Lewis. Man, a lot of freshmen on this list. Those are your linebackers, and then you've got like your edge rushers and things like that. But from that group, I think where you do have a little confidence is when you get to guys like Danka and Lampley. I mean, you're going to have
Raheem
to
Craig.
really count on those guys. Raheem Craig, who came in last year, he was my spring star and made some plays in the fall.
Yeah,
but want to see him take another jump.
Who do we have in the interior defensive line?
Well, I think most importantly at DB we have Adam Cole, baby.
Oh, dang.
Junior from Ashboro.
Okay.
I wonder if he's been to the zoo. What was your question?
My question is, and before I go to that, I do want to say excited about Jamarly Riddle. I think he's
safety.
Yeah, so I think he's going to have a good year. My question was, who is going to be in the interior defensive lineman for us this year? Because you have a lot of guys leaving, Deontay Johnson, Elijah Morris, and some others. So Preston Carr, who had, I think, a pretty good spring.
Hey, back to the old Xavier McIver.
Yeah.
6'3", 320.
Zion Wilson.
So I think those are your main options at this point, I would say.
Yeah. And I feel like we've had some pretty good depth, too. We've been able to stay fresh on the defensive line, and especially in the interior defensive line. So hopefully we still have some depth there.
I only see 2 long snappers on the list right now, Trip Smith and Cole Walker.
There's actually 3. Tristan O'Brien is a transfer from Indiana State, who I think will get the starting role.
A Sycamore?
Yep.
Chandler's got the insight on what's happening there.
Yep.
At long snapper. Mike P wants more Norm references. Jarrett. Mike P has taken the crown. He says he's a second half commenter. Congratulations. Hunter says that's why they get married so young. That makes sense.
Yeah.
That checks. Jerry says, does Sean have a song about chastity and virginity? There must be a country song to sing about the BYU situation. How about Married at 17?
Married at 17. I got kicked off the football team.
I was just trying to get in between.
Prettiest thing
I ever did see.
Married at 17. Well, my daddy married my mama when they were 14.
I
said they were living the American dream.
I did the deed, but I won't married. I done got kicked off the football team.
It's a hit.
We did some really lame, myself and Billy Weaver, like hacky tired Mormon jokes or something during the fifth quarter.
Yeah, that didn't go over.
And got a strongly worded email.
Yeah, no, I mean, I don't think anybody's religion should be mocked.
What kind
hold on.
What kind of voice were you using when you said that?
Hold on.
I don't think anyone's religion should be mocked. I've never heard that voice.
That was my serious voice.
That's like
whenever I get in trouble.
That's like when you say eggs.
Eggs. You eating the eggs?
Do you like eggs? I said, how do you say that?
I don't think anyone's religion should be mocked.
I mean, am I wrong?
Probably not.
Yeah, probably not.
You go to talking about loose women to saying, I don't think other people's
religion
should be mocked.
I mean, is being loose a religion?
Probably. There's a million religions out there.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Probably is one out there. Loosen my religion. Trying to keep up with you. And I don't know how to do it. Good seg.
Aye. Eggs.
Speaking of which, I had, how many scrambled eggs you think I had for dinner last night?
4.
I had breakfast for dinner. You're going 4. How many are you going?
5.
Whoa. I went with 4.
Nice.
Oh.
4 link sausage, cheddar cheese.
Ooh.
Okay.
2 Eggos.
Ooh.
2 Eggo waffles.
Just regular Eggo?
Nah, buttermilk.
Lego my Eggo.
What are you smiling at?
No, I was trying to say Eggo regularly. I say Eggo.
You like Eggo?
I had 2 buttermilk Eggos.
I had 2 buttermilk.
Guess I put up some cinnamon on them.
Oh.
Some syrup. And then I had my all-in-one pan, my link sausage, my 4 eggs, and my cheddar cheese. It was good. It was a good breakfast for dinner.
Yeah.
Hearty, I would say.
Breakfast for dinner sounds like a country song.
Breakfast for dinner. Yeah.
There was something I was going to say, and I forgot already.
Man, that's a shame.
Well, I know what I was going to say. I've got my jersey on, and I'm ready to play. Who wants to face me in trivia?
Somebody step up. Joe said, there we go. The old what y'all eat segment. Never fails. When we return, what did everybody else eat? We'll find out. And I guess Chandler will just go 1-0 for trivia.
Yeah.
Wait,
I wasn't there.
Jared wasn't there. We'll go heads up.
All right, let's go.
Bone versus John. But I want serious voice Bone versus country singing John. Can we play characters during the trivia? We'll do that and have more for you. Hour 2 rolls on. Pirate Radio Live after this.
Cucinella's has been serving up handcrafted pizzas with their family recipe since 1932. If you're in the mood for something different, explore the brand new pastas like the chicken parm, chicken alfredo, or penne marinara. Cucinella's also has salads, grinders, and house-made Italian ice and Italian ice lemonades. Greenville's hometown pizzeria is Cucinella's. 2 locations with pickup or delivery, and ready for your order now at cucinellas.com. Go Pirates!
Hey, it's Mika with QC Kinetics, and summer is here, which means you don't want your joint pain to stop you from living your best life. It's time to get out in the ocean. It's time to get out hiking. But you know what? Your achy knees could prevent that. I was in a horrible car accident, and my knee was wrecked. And thanks to QC Kinetics Regenerative Medicine, we're all better. No surgery, no drugs, no downtime. Don't wait any longer. QC Kinetics Regenerative Medicine. Real results right now. Call now to schedule your free consultation, 252-645-6458.
The Hackney in downtown Washington is where local flavor meets world-class dining. This James Beard-nominated farm-to-table restaurant and cocktail bar serves up a fresh, seasonal 3-course dinner every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday night, just $48. Add wine pairings for only $20 more. Enjoy the best of local North Carolina seafood and produce sourced daily from nearby fishermen and farms. The menu changes daily. Check it out on Facebook. Make your reservation online or call 623-2368. The Hackney, London on the Pamlico.
At Langley Contracting, we're superior roofing specialists. Whether it's a new roof or repairing your old one, we've got you covered. And best of all, we handle your insurance claims. We are locally owned right here in Eastern Carolina. We are licensed and insured and have a 25-year roof warranty. We can handle your gutter installation too, so everything is seamless. Call or visit us online at 214roof.com for your free estimate today.
Langley Contracting, your superior roofing specialist.
What's up, Pirate Nation? Kyle Gaines here from Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Breaking news, letting you know about the Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram Used Car Advantage 3-month, 3,000-mile powertrain warranty on all of our used vehicles that are 2015 and newer with less than 125,000 miles. It's a peace of mind when you buy here at Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. We have a huge selection of pre-owned vehicles, budget-friendly, $5,000 and up. So come check us out at WashingtonChryslerDodgeJeepRam.com. Drive a little, save a lot. Go Pirates.
Are you thinking about purchasing a new home? Stop by and see us at Integrity Home Mortgage at our new location in Greenville at 1420 Arlington Boulevard. This is Talbot Green at Integrity Home Mortgage. We offer a wide variety of loan programs to help get you pre-approved. Our team of Talbot Green, Braxton Green, and Joanne Weir has over 50 years of experience and is committed to providing you with superior customer service you deserve. To get started, call me, Talbot Green, 714-2076.
Talbot Green, NMLS 120331. For informational purposes only. Integrity Home Mortgage Corporation is an equal housing lender. NMLS 208516.
Country music star Sarah Evans will be coming to the Weldon Mills Theater, Eastern North Carolina's best entertainment venue, on September 14th. Conveniently located just off I-95 in Roanoke Rapids, Weldon Mills Theater offers a hassle-free entertainment experience with free parking.
Chico's Mexican Restaurant is where the fiesta never ends. Grab your amigos and head to Chico's every Wednesday for shrimp tacos for only $9.99. Plus Wednesdays means all Mexican imports for just $2.99. Thursdays, enjoy your favorite beef, chicken, or vegetable fajitas for only $9.99. For Mexican food and fun, it's got to be Chico's Mexican Restaurant in downtown Greenville and online at chicosrestaurant.com. Chico's, where the fiesta never ends.
This is Carson Wissenhunt, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live on a Monday. Play a little trivia with Sean and Bone here. Jerry said he would have called in and played, but he's out of market and doesn't want to get the dreaded sigh like the old host used to make.
All right.
Dude, hated outsiders.
Jeez. Speaking of outsiders, 29 years ago today.
It came out?
No, Hogan dropped the leg.
Are you talking about the book or movie?
No, come on.
Hogan dropped the Outsiders was a great book. Read it in school.
Yeah, I waited till we watched the movie in class.
Pony Boy and the like.
You just the way you said skew.
Who did it remind you of?
Rick Smith, the assistant head coach at J.H. Rose.
Ready? Who did you get coaching on the show? Man, so Hall and Nash debuted the third man.
Yeah.
On this day, and it had to be Hogan. Good grief.
I love Bobby Heenan just spoiling it as Hogan's walking out.
But
whose side is he on?
So I've heard and read a lot about that.
Yeah.
But Heenan was the one guy that always questioned Hogan.
Okay.
From what I understand. Like always, like Hogan was all American, eat your vitamins, say your prayers.
Yeah.
But Heenan would always think he was like a bad guy.
Okay.
So from that standpoint, it could be looked at as like there's no way it's going to be Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, that's true.
But I hear what you're saying. That has been talked about a lot. All right, let's play a little trivia with you guys. These were last Wednesday's questions. Neither one of you were there. I'm going to do it like this. Jared, I'll ask you first. Happy birthday to the Canseco brothers. Ozzy was on the left.
Jose.
Jose would be on the right. That is correct. Happy birthday to the law firm, Chandler. Ben Jarvis Green Ellis. He was a first-team All-SEC player at this school in Oxford.
Oxford, that is Ole Miss.
That is correct. This time, I'm going to need you to lift up your fingers for me. Jarrett, don't let Chandler see. What round were both DK Metcalf and A.J. Brown selected in the NFL draft in 2019. They were both selected in the same round. Jarrett has his answer. Chandler, what are you going with? A.J. Brown and DK Metcalf both drafted in the same round in 2019 at Ole Miss. What round? Chandler's going third round. Jarrett's going second round. And Jarrett takes a 2-1 lead. Second round, DK and A.J. Brown. Jarrett, this tight end, is 7th all-time in receiving yards in Ole Miss history, drafted by the Giants in the 2017 first round. This tight end is 7th all-time in receiving yards in Ole Miss history, drafted by the Giants in the first round of the 2017 draft.
Is there a picture?
If he gets it wrong, can I?
You can.
Okay.
There is a picture, and I will show you the picture.
It's a tight end. Oh, Evan Ingram.
Evan Ingram is correct. 4-2.
He's not. That's what threw me off. He's not on the Giants anymore.
But he was drafted.
Correct.
Yeah.
Happy birthday to this former captain of the United States women's national team.
Oh,
Chandler.
That's got to be me.
Me?
No, I'm about to sing me. Mia Hamm.
Shirley, don't say
I'm not going to say anything, but can I see the picture? Oh, yeah.
Hope so.
Who is it, Shirley?
The creator of the tea, Alex Morgan.
That is
a.k.a.
Alex.
Baby Horse.
Okay.
That's
why they call Jarrett too.
No. A lot of a lot of the women's national team players
stallion.
have nicknames. Alex Morgan, some of her predecessors called her Baby Horse because she galloped like a baby horse when she ran. Rose Lavelle was Sweet Baby Rose.
All right, moving on.
That kind of thing.
And that kind of deal.
And that kind of thing.
We'll skip that one. Jarrett, happy birthday, Troy Brown.
You just asked him a question.
Alex Morgan was your question.
Oh, my bad. Sorry.
Come on.
My bad.
I host, you play. Those are the only rules.
My bad.
We have to follow.
It was a 2-question question.
Good point. Happy birthday, Troy Brown, 3-time Super Bowl champion, has the 5th most receiving yards in this AFC East team's history.
Pats?
Patriots is correct. This is a runaway. Happy birthday to this NASCAR legend known as the King.
Richard Petty.
Attaboy, Chandler. He's back.
Daggone right.
Richard Petty. Well, Kyle Busch. You would have known that one.
Yeah.
On this day in 1986, this 14-0 Red Sox pitcher suffered his first loss of the MLB season, just 1 win shy of an all-time record to start a season.
I don't know.
Let me see.
You don't want to throw it a guess?
I don't even have a guess.
Let me see.
Chandler?
That's got to be Roger Clemens.
Roger Clemens is correct. It's a 1-point game, and Chandler has control of the board. All right, red, white, and blue will be one of the answers here, Chon. Red, white, or blue.
Okay.
Last season, this team, coached by a Hall of Famer, won their first conference tournament championship since 2000. They were a 2 seed in the tournament.
Last season, this team,
coached by a Hall of Famer, won their first conference tournament championship since 2000. They were a 2 seed in the NCAA tournament. Red, white, or blue? Well, there's colors on the street. Red, white, and blue. People shuffling their feet. People sleeping in their shoes. I'm going to give you 5 seconds to answer. 5, 4, 3.
I have no idea.
2.
So what do I need to give you?
1. The school team
The
name.
St. John's.
St. John's Red Storm.
Oh, I was thinking of the coach.
That would have helped too.
Yeah.
Rick Pitino.
Yeah.
This school in Chicago has not been to the tournament since 2004.
DePaul.
The DePaul Blue Demons. This MAC school, Chon, has won 4 football conference championship games since 1999, most recently in 2023. Red, white, or blue? This MAC school has won 4 football conference championship games. There's a picture of a red bird.
So Eastern Kentucky?
Eastern Kentucky is incorrect.
Miami, Ohio.
That's correct.
Their logo?
The Red Hawks.
Well, the logo's the M.
Yeah.
Oh.
That is a secondary logo to help you out. It did not help you. That one's easy. Jarrett, this former Colorado Buffalo, drafted by the Spurs in 2017, has won an NBA championship and an Olympic gold medal. Red, white, or blue? This former Colorado Buffalo, drafted by the Spurs in 2017, has won an NBA championship and an Olympic gold medal.
Derek White.
Derek White is correct.
Didn't know he went to Colorado.
There you go, Chandler. This Winter Olympics legend competed in his final Olympic Games in 2022.
Shaun White.
Shaun White is correct. Jared, put these teams in order by their most recent World Series championships. Blue Jays, Red Sox, White Sox.
I'll go Red Sox, White Sox, Blue Jays.
That is correct. Big Red, Chandler, is the mascot for this Conference USA school on top of the hill.
I said Eastern Kentucky earlier. I'm going Western Kentucky this time.
Western Kentucky is correct. Well done. Famous alumni from this school include Joe Flacco and Elena Deladon.
Delaware Blue Hens.
That is correct. We just did that one. All right, Chandler, we're done with red, white, and blue.
Okay.
This 2012 Heisman winner played in just 15 NFL games, wearing number 2. He had 7 touchdowns, 7 picks in his brief NFL career.
2012 Heisman Trophy winner.
Played in just 15 NFL games. He had 7 touchdowns and 7 picks, wearing number 2 as a quarterback.
Number 2.
Who does number 2 play for?
Number 2, 2012 Heisman Trophy winner. Johnny Manziel.
Johnny Football is correct. I had a lot of people say RG3 the other night.
What?
He hasn't done much in his NFL career, but he broke out while wearing number 2 in last year's postseason. 14 catches, 229 yards, and a touchdown in 3 playoff games. And Jared is seeing a picture of him wearing a number 2 jersey for North Carolina.
Oh, jeez. What's the question again?
Who is that guy?
Okay.
Hasn't done much in his career, but broke out in the postseason.
De'Ami Brown?
De'Ami Brown is correct. Well done.
I didn't know if you said it was a running back or wide receiver, or really anything you said.
Okay. This guy, Chandler?
Cade Cunningham.
Yep, that's right. This 3-time NBA Slam Dunk champion wore number 2 for 4 different teams.
Nate Robinson.
Nate Robinson is correct. Chandler, this former Marlin wore number 2 when he was the cover boy for MLB The Show 2023. This former Marlin was number 2 when he was the cover boy for MLB The Show 2023.
Number 2 for the Marlins. It's number 2. Who does number 2 work for?
Jarrett.
I don't know.
A lot of people had trouble with this one.
It's not. No, it's not. I was going to say Yelich, but it's not.
It is Jazz Chisholm.
Yeah.
Who probably didn't deserve the cover of MLB The Show. Jared, this number 2's brother was the 2018 NL Rookie of the Year and 2023 NL MVP. What is his last name? This number 2's brother was the Rookie of the Year in 18, MVP in 23. What is his last name?
Betts.
Betts is incorrect. Chandler?
Acuna.
Yes, that is Ronald's brother, Luis Angel Acuna.
Former Down East Bird Dog.
Chandler, Ronald Acuna is the last Brave to have a 200-hit season. This player, who has an all-star son playing in Major League Baseball, is the last player to have a 200-hit season for both the Expos and the Angels.
That is Vladimir Guerrero.
Vlad Guerrero is correct. Then we did specialty questions. Let's see if I can ask you guys.
You already ran through them with me.
Yeah. Well, let's do this. Stump the Schwab.
Oh, man.
We'll go back and forth. Name the 10 teams that have won more than 2 Super Bowls. Jarrett.
Raiders.
All right, Chandler.
Patriots.
All right, Jarrett.
Broncos.
Chandler.
Cowboys.
Chiefs.
I'm trying to think. Steelers were said?
I don't think so.
Steelers.
Ravens.
They've
won 2.
They've won 2. More than 2.
More than 2.
My bad.
So we've named, what, 6?
Yeah, so we got 4 more.
And we got about a minute left.
Let's go.
5, 4, 3.
Bengals?
No.
Niners.
Niners is correct. I know 2 of the ones you haven't said yet. I'm trying to think of the last one.
Trying to think who's been said.
5, 4. Jared, you got any more? We'll just holler them out if you got them.
Yeah. Got one?
No, Seahawks.
No.
Packers?
Packers is up there.
Has Cowboys been said?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Redskin Commanders.
Okay. Yeah.
And who was the last that I don't recall? Oh. Who?
Giants?
Giants. G-Men. That is the list. Jared wins, but good game.
Yeah.
Good game.
So do I get the tickets or?
Nope. You get nothing, but you can say you're better at sports trivia than Chandler.
Okay. I mean, I suck at baseball.
Yeah.
That is not not my expertise.
What would you say is because tonight I will be bringing back the specialty categories.
Okay.
So Jared's with a group of probably 4 to 5 guys.
Yeah.
So
you got a team member that has about 6 different teams.
Paul.
But Matt is going to try to go for baseball. Paul will probably y'all need to.
Paul will probably tell you to do softball or women's basketball.
Okay.
He dominates at that.
Okay, progressive. Chandler, it might just be you and Zach.
Mm-hmm.
But if you had the choice, what would be your specialty? You can do a team, a year, a play. Like, it can be as specific as you want it to be. In fact, the more specific, the better.
Yeah. I would do like
All right,
Carolina Panthers 2013.
Okay. What'd y'all do that year?
That was the year that. Oh no, actually it's 2014. The year that we made the playoffs with a losing record.
Oh yeah.
That was 14. I thought I was thinking 13. But it's 14.
Let's take a break. When we return, we'll go inside the Bone Zone. We got a Jarrett interview for you and more on a Monday. Welcome back home edition of Pirate Radio Live. Back with you after these words.
You would do anything to keep your family safe. Don't leave safety to chance with national companies or do-it-yourself systems. Hi, this is Mike Robertson, the owner of SCI Technologies. We have recently merged with High-Tech Communications to become North Carolina's premier security, audio, and fire alarm provider. The most cost-effective solutions for your home or business security and life safety needs. SCI Technologies, 252-321-7006. That's 321-7006.
You love U.S. Cellular Home Internet. It lets you do all your favorite things because it's fast, reliable, and affordable.
Switch to U.S. Cellular today and do the things you love with internet you love. Just pay $39.99 a month when you bundle with a wireless plan. And if you don't love it, you have 15 days to let us know. Built for us. Terms apply. See uscellular.com for details.
This is Brandon Tate, owner and operator of Atlantic Wireless, an authorized agent for U.S. Cellular since 1997. Visit AtlanticWireless.com to find the store near you. We go beyond the call.
Play it again, sports.
Buy, sell, trade.
Great deals never felt so good.
So good, so good, so good.
I saved a bunch of cash.
Buy, sell, trade.
Using my gear like I never knew I could. Play It Again Sports. Buying and selling new and used sporting and fitness equipment for over 27 years right here in Greenville. Located on Greenville Boulevard across from the Nissan dealership.
Overtime Tavern is the place to be for great food, cold drinks, and all your game day action with over 10 TVs. Swing in today and try a mouth-watering burger, glizzies, wings, or check out their daily specials featuring some of the best items on the menu. OT's has a weekly lineup of entertainment starting Tuesday with Singo, Wednesday is sports trivia with Clip Brock, and Thursday's local acoustic acts playing the tunes. OT's is located on Charles Boulevard across from the Sheets and is open daily from 11 a.m. to midnight. There's always time on the clock at Overtime Tavern.
There's a common misbelief today that to make it further, you need to push yourself, that you need to give up any joy to continue your rigid routine. Or you could try another way. Take some time to enjoy life, like having a Michelob Ultra with friends, because happiness is essential to living an exceptional life. Michelob Ultra, a refreshing and balanced flavor with only 2.6 carbs and 95 calories. It's only worth it if you enjoy it. Enjoy responsibly. Michelob Ultra, Proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989.
Wow, you've been looking way more rested lately. What changed?
I finally got a new mattress from Mattress by Appointment in Washington.
Oh, yeah? I thought that stuff was crazy expensive.
That's the thing. I got mine for like 60% off what you'd pay in a store. They do up to 80% off retail prices on big name brands like Diamond Mattress, Brooklyn Bedding, and Tempur Sealy.
Seriously? How?
It's all appointment based, so no pushy salespeople, just one-on-one help. I even took it home the same day, and I only put $1 down.
Okay, I need that info. Where do I go?
Easy. Just hit up mattressbyappointment.com and book a time. Trust me, you'll sleep like a legend.
Here at the Holistic Company, we know that life throws you its fair share of curveballs, like passing that drug test. Congrats. Now you can finally relax, kick back, and, well, light one up. You've earned it. And whether you've had one of those weeks, or maybe your mother-in-law's in town and you're one passive-aggressive comment away from needing a vacation, if this sounds like you, then come visit our team here at the Holistic Company to help you find the perfect products to ease your stress and promote relaxation. Order our products online at theholisticco.com or visit us at 5th and Evans in Greenville or at one of our other 2 locations in Fremont or Smithfield. The Holistic Company.
Before anyone walks into your business, the outside is what they see. Make sure your first impression is a good impression with the right curb appeal. Hi, this is Daniel Andrews from Dan Andrews Lawn Service. We specialize in making your business look great. Let us handle all your professional landscaping needs. We do it all so you don't ever have to worry. Residential services are also available. Call us today at 717-8006 and we'll come out and give you a free quote. Taking care of your landscaping needs is all we do, and we've been doing it for over 20 years. You can trust our reliable team at Dan Andrews Lawn Service, covering all of Eastern North Carolina.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. At Langley Contracting, they are the superior roofing specialists. Whether it's a new roof or repairing your old one, they've got you covered. And best of all, they handle your insurance claims. They are locally owned right here in Eastern North Carolina, licensed, insured, and carry a 25-year roof warranty. They can handle your gutter installation too, so everything is seamless. Call or visit them online at 214roof.com for your free estimate today. Langley Contracting, your superior roofing specialist. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip.
All right, back with you. Pirate Radio Live. What you giggling at, boy?
This guy who I'm not
talking about Young Misuk.
Those awkward smiles when people are like waiting to speak.
They're being introduced in a video.
Yes.
And man, this guy was cheesing, and he's got some big old teeth.
Have you ever seen the video of Tom Thibodeau when he's on? If you haven't seen it, you've got to see it.
Sorry for the listeners. This is going to be just for us in here right now.
Oh, man.
But apparently, if you search TikTok. Wait, what am I looking at?
Just look at Tom Thibodeau.
He's just smiling.
He just doesn't know what to do.
He's just smiling like a madman
and staring
while
at
they're having a serious conversation around him. And everybody's got their serious face on, and Tom Thibodeau looks like he just took a gummy or something. Never seen him smile that much. Where is Tibbs? Is he the Hornets coach yet?
No, he is not. Derrick Rose, actually, they asked Derrick Rose about him, and he said he's high spirits, man.
Wait, who is the Knicks coach?
Mike Brown got the job.
God. No way!
Mike Brown.
No!
Yes.
Dude, they got turned down by everybody.
Dude.
It was like me at the bar.
When I saw that pop up on my phone, I was like, you've got to be.
Now, I will say, he was unceremoniously fired by the Kings.
Yeah, and he did a great job with the Kings getting them back to the top of the West. So, I mean.
Has he coached there before?
I feel like he's coached every team at least twice.
He was the Cavaliers coach
twice
when they went to the finals.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm thinking of Woodson. That was.
He's been with
Indiana.
but he's been with Golden State as the top assistant for
before
forever.
until he was.
He was
Kings
just Cavs,
coach.
Lakers, Cavs, Kings. Okay, I was thinking of Woodson, 2-time coach of the year.
But that's because everybody they weren't they wouldn't allow other people to interview for the job.
Well, who did?
Well, they fired Tibbs
Who's
with
the
no
guy
plan.
we thought they would get? Oh, Malone.
Yeah,
Mike Malone.
I don't even think they asked.
Michael.
Oh, my bad.
It was so bad that they were like, well, I guess James Borrego's a finalist.
Oh dear.
They talked about getting Don Staley.
Yeah, which great coach at South Carolina.
I don't know. These guys are all retreads, and
yeah, that's the whole NBA coaching.
One man's trash is another man's treasure, type of thing. Yeah, this dude in Charlotte ain't gonna work out.
Okay,
Charles Lee.
I'll be another one on the scrap heap.
We'll put a bet on it.
We're gonna hire James Borrego like we did Steve Clifford. We're gonna hire James Borrego back, just like we hired Steve Clifford back.
Yeah,
and that will be 2 times that we rehired a coach that we fired.
Who is the guy? The just regular looking Caucasian guy we had before those guys? Would it have been after Clifford the first time?
After Clifford, it was Borrego, and then after Borrego, it was Clifford.
Borrego.
Who was before Clifford?
Paul Silas, and then Steven Silas.
No.
Jeez, who was before?
Wait. That's got me thinking now.
He was just some rando guy that nobody freaking knew.
Steve something? Was it? No.
Mike Dunlap.
Mike Dunlap?
Mike Dunlap went 21-61, and he was fired.
Yeah.
The next year, Clifford won 43 games. Mike Dunlap. I guess, well, no, that was a full season. What a group of coaches.
Can I see what he looks like since you described him so well?
Mike Dunlap. I mean, just a brutal hire. They don't even have his picture on Wikipedia. So before he was with the Charlotte Bobcats, assistant at St. John's, Oregon, and Arizona.
Good Lord.
He was last time he was a head coach was at Metro State. The Metro State Sexuals. 97 to 2006. You're right. No way.
Oh, I remember Mike Dunlap.
How? Nobody should remember.
Because
I'm glad y'all didn't know his name.
Because he looks like a regular white guy.
He is as regular honky check as you get. And we knew he was an awful hire at the start.
He paid for AI. There's a picture.
I paid for AI.
He's sitting beside Allen Iverson.
I hope Allen Iverson didn't listen to a single word Mike Dunlap said. What's Mike Dunlap going to tell Allen Iverson?
Let's go practice.
Hey, Allen, you ever thought of playing in the post? You ever thought of mixing it up a little bit? God, I hate the Hornets / Bobcats. Are you back on track with them or something now?
I mean, it's just nice to see them make. Mitch Kupchak never did anything.
They're not doing anything good.
How do you know that?
We're moving in the right direction.
Because Mason Plumlee sucks.
Hey, man.
We had a good draft.
Yeah.
And I'm here.
Colin Sexton. I said, okay, he's a pretty good player. Jared said, well, they'll probably move him.
I said they might flip him.
I'm going to flip somebody.
Oh, come on.
Connaughton? How old is Connaughton?
32.
You did have a good line earlier. He was at Notre Dame with Greg Hudson.
And you said we had a good draft.
That's what I saw people say. All the NBA experts I follow on Twitter, they have actually given us some respect. Mike Schwartz respect. And there's one reliable source, and I forget who they are. We had the best draft out of everybody.
Bill Simmons.
So for that, guess what? I'm back on track.
Bill Simmons gave us a lot of praise.
What's I almost cussed. What's the stupid announcer's name? Eric Collins. Eric Collins said,
He said, hum diddly doo.
The Hornets had a great draft. The best draft in the world.
Goodness.
The Hornets had the greatest draft of all the teams.
Bill Simmons said the ship's getting righted, so I mean.
Did he really?
Yeah, he did say for next season we're bottom 5 situations to beat in the NBA, but the ship's getting righted.
Good Lord.
And Bill Simmons.
Well, if you know Bill Simmons, that's a high compliment.
Oh, my God. I just hope we don't get moved, honestly. We deserve to be moved.
No.
We're the most irrelevant franchise in pro sports.
I mean,
who's more irrelevant than the Charlotte Hornets? And I'm not just saying bad. Like maybe there's somebody's the White Sox maybe or something. But who's more irrelevant than the Hornets?
Yeah.
Think on that.
The A's.
Okay. But they're getting a new and they're moving.
Golly.
Yeah, you proved my point with that one.
I'm stupid.
All right, should we
take a break?
Okay, let's take a break. That was
basically what we're saying is the Hornets are back.
Steve said we went from bottom 2 to bottom 5. # blessed.
Hey, we're moving up. Can't get worse than 19 wins.
By the way, earlier Steve said, "Hey yo, hey yo." I missed that, John.
Getting good.
Hey yo.
What did you miss about being here at Pirate Radio?
Hanging out with you guys.
The laughs.
The camaraderie.
The fellowship.
The chemistry.
Discussing what we eat on a daily basis.
Laughing with you guys.
Oh, what was the best thing y'all ate while we were on break?
Them cheeseburger sliders I had at the lake.
Homemade by
Fred.
Fred sliders.
My grandma made a roast, a beef roast.
Carrots and potatoes?
Yeah, and then mashed potatoes, string beans.
Ooh, did you put the gravy on the mashed potatoes?
Yeah. Of course I did.
Man.
You know Hugh, right?
Yeah.
Hugh damn right.
Man.
Then we had spaghetti the next night. That was good.
Grandma spaghetti?
Yes.
Was there vomit on your
sweater already?
On your sweater already?
And then there's these black and red wings at the spot in Carolina Beach.
What?
It's basically they put it in a buffalo sauce and then fry it and then they re-grill it. And it's grilled, but it's got some sort of like blackened seasoning.
Ottawa red black sauce?
Yes. It's so good.
Shirley, what was the best thing you ate during the break?
Some barbecue chicken from a grocery store in Kinston, of all places. It had like one of those little delis inside of it.
Okay.
And they were serving barbecue chicken with like this sweet and spicy kind of barbecue sauce that I've never had before. And man, I destroyed that chicken.
All right.
You ate and left no crumbs.
No, I did not.
That's for you, Joe. There's your food segment. Jerry says the Washington Wizards are more irrelevant. They're pretty irrelevant. I'll give you that. But
they beat us every time we played them this season. So
I don't know if they're more relevant than the Hornets. But if I was the Washington Wizards, I would immediately go back to the Washington Bullets.
Bang, bang.
Immediately. Back with you after this timeout.
For pest control that packs a punch, BAM! Call on the experts at BAM Pest Control. Attention Greenville, BAM Pest Control is here to protect what matters most, whether it's your business, your home, or your peace of mind. They don't just eliminate pests, they knock them out. BAM Pest Control is #1 in insect control, rodent control, and yard services like fire ants and mosquitoes. BAM! You're insect-free, safe, and comfortable. Call the experts at BAM Pest Control on Hooker Road in Greenville, 252-751-3160. BAM!
This is Dr. McDowell here with Orthopedics East, and I'm excited to share that we've partnered with Fleet Feet to bring you a community race series that includes 3 awesome races throughout the year. Each one a local nonprofit making a real difference right here in our own town. Starting with the Big Run, benefiting Ainsley's Angels, the Glow Run, benefiting Building Hope, and Santa Dash, benefiting Riley's Army. To sign up, go to runtheeast.com. Join Orthopedics East in running for a cause and making every mile matter.
The crack of the bat. The roar of the crowd. Baseball is back in Kinston. Come cheer on your Down East Bird Dogs.
What's the Down East Bird Dogs pay?
The crack of the bat. The roar of the crowd. Baseball is back in Kinston. Come cheer on your Down East Bird Dogs.
What's the Down East Bird Dogs pay?
The best burgers around. Everyone loves a thick, juicy, and fresh burger. Tiebreakers does real burgers better than anybody. And don't forget about the cheese sticks, fresh salads, and more. So don't just go to any burger-themed restaurant chain. It's time to break the chain and eat local. Tiebreakers. burgers and sports at its best.
Go Pirates! Arr!
Miss, your burger is served.
Thank you.
And if I may suggest a pairing, this is our finest Pepsi Zero Sugar. The sweetness of Pepsi perfectly balances the savory notes of your burger, while the citrus and carbonation elevates the taste for a truly stunning flavor profile. Bon appetit.
Now that is one perfect combination. If this is how the other half lives, I could get used to this. Burgers deserve Pepsi.
Ahoy, Pirate Nation! Summer's heating up, and so are we. Soak up your style when you shop at UBE, your one-stop shop for all things ECU. Whether you're hitting the beach, boating on the water, or getting ready for football season, do it in pirate style. Now this is the perfect time to shop at UBE's wide selection of hats, yetis, apparel, and new purple and gold shabumis. Swing on by UBE or shop at pirateware.com, where the largest selection of pirate gear is available 24 hours a day. Thank you for shopping UBE this summer, and go Pirates!
Phelps Chevrolet is the dealer to see for a car or a truck or an SUV. The best service and quality. That's the Phelps guarantee. Phelps Chevrolet, the name you can trust. Phelps Chevrolet, you can count on us. The name you can depend on. Phelps Chevrolet.
Get you one.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Parker Bird, and the best place to go for custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items is University Sportswear. University Sportswear was super easy to work with when I needed my custom shirts. From start to finish, University Sportswear provided superior customer service and a quality product that cannot be beat. If your business, organization, or event needs t-shirts or promotional help, then you need University Sportswear. Visit University Sportswear ENC.com for contact information. Go Pirates.
Pirate Radio,
Ahoy there, mateys!
the voice of the Pirate Nation.
Is he calling us? No, he is calling to someone named Matey. My name is not Matey.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram is a family-run dealership that creates a family-like atmosphere for their customers. They have one of the biggest used car inventories in eastern North Carolina. You can shop online today at eastcarolinachrysler.dodge.com. East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram on the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Memorial Drive. And do you want to get rid of wrinkles, tighten and lift your skin, smooth your skin texture, erase veins and brown spots, get rid of unwanted hair and under-eye fat pads? Are you interested in Botox or filler? Contact the licensed professionals at Beauty Bar MediSpa for a free consultation and ask about their newest technologies and treatments. Beauty Bar MediSpa on Red Banks Road in Greenville. Enjoy your visit. Love your transformation. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
All right. Chandler, I don't want a word out of you. Jared, all I want you to say is okay. For the Fleet Feet Rundown, put ECU's basketball court.
Okay.
Don't you say a word, Chandler. We're going to get to it later. All right, set up this interview for us, Bone.
Yeah, a couple weeks ago, I talked to Bo Brock of Go PHNX. He covers the Cardinals and a little bit of the Suns. So we'll talk to him about Zay Jones and the upcoming NFL season for the Arizona Cardinals right now.
All right, joining us today on Pirate Radio Live, Arizona Cardinals reporter Bo Brock. Bo, how you doing today?
I'm doing great, man. Just trying to stay cool out here in the desert.
Yeah, it's I think it's 89 out here in eastern North Carolina. I can only imagine how it is out there in the desert.
Yeah, it's we're approaching the 110s part of the summer where it's just like, all right, stay inside, find a cold drink, and maybe pool somewhere. So, but things are heating up. We're about a month out from training camp here, and excited, man. It's just hurry up and wait.
Yeah, I cannot wait for football. Baseball, I cover college baseball, so I mean that's wrapping up. I don't really keep up with the MLB, but Football's right around the corner, and we're all very excited here. Starting off, we'll talk about former ECU wide receiver Zay Jones. He started the season suspended last year.
Yeah.
Didn't really put up many numbers. I think I got it written down. 8 receptions for 84 yards on the whole season. So how is he coming into this season?
Yeah, a bit of a surprise that he was somebody that they, prioritized bringing back as part of the wide receiver core because of just there wasn't much to it. And I think a lot played into that 5-game suspension that he had to serve for the incident that went down the previous year. And, I don't know if anybody was kind of blindsided by the ban, but, he comes back. They utilized another week for him to kind of get up to speed. And then you just didn't see much of him until the regular season finale, which was just kind of a Cardinals team and a 49ers team that both weren't playing for anything. But Zay Jones put forth his best performance, 46 yards, a big time catch from Kyler Murray. But I think, Zay Jones proved his worth beyond the playing field. I think kind of as a mentor to this young receivers room. He was always so gracious with his time with reporters, and I know it was with his teammates, where he was trying to utilize his, tenure so far in the NFL and teach these guys kind of the ropes. And I think they saw the value there and then realized, like, hey, if he gets a full season under his belt, maybe he can be somebody who plays 3 positions at the wide receiver spot that they could use as a depth piece.
Yeah, and before I got up, which I was just thinking, like, as Zay Jones probably going to be like a cut candidate maybe early in the preseason, but I looked at the depth chart, and, yeah, there's not much there, so I could see him playing a pivotal role on the team, especially as a mentor. Like you said, very young, and you got Marvin Harrison Jr. It seems like just a star waiting to blossom. Didn't have the year many expected him to have in his rookie season. How has he come along early on in this offseason?
Yeah, I mean, I think the expectations were sky high for Marvin Harrison Jr. I mean, he was the consensus top wide receiver in a stat class that included Malik Neighbors, Brian Thomas Jr., Lad McConkey, to just name a few. And Marvin Harrison Jr., as far as his numbers, you look at him, he's looking up at most of those guys. I mean, it was a pedestrian 60-plus catch, 880-yard receiving season. Did have the 8 touchdowns, which tied the Cardinals rookie record, which, Larry Fitzgerald and Anquan Bolden, those are some names that anytime your name's next to them, that's impressive.
Yeah.
But, I think people realize that the ceiling is a lot higher for Marvin Harrison Jr., and I think a guy who's kind of very reserved off the field. It just took a little bit more time at a position that's more kind of there's a lot of divas that command the football. He had to kind of him acclimating to the pro level, just a little bit more time and reps and stuff like that. Saw his body transition this offseason, bulked up. He's a lot bigger, added some muscle to that 6'4" frame. I think he is poised to make a big jump in year 2. But year 1, good, solid rookie season, but, strangely short of expectations. So I think people are looking for a lot more from MHJ in year 2.
Yeah, and I mean, just what he did at Ohio State, and then just having the name Marvin Harrison, he's going to be expected to do a lot of things. So interested to see how he gets going this year. Jonathan Gannon going into year 3. What do you think that looks like? I'm a big fan of Jonathan Gannon, and I think he's the right guy there in Arizona.
Yeah.
But I haven't really seen a lot of success so far.
Yeah, and that wasn't, the pressure immediately for Gannon and even GM Monty Ossenford. I think the assignment was tear this thing down, rebuild it from the studs, and they've done that. In year 2, I think there was a little bit of a surprise. There was certainly a jump, but you saw kind of with the organization a culture change, like a stark culture change, and JG's kind of the one leading the charge there. And he did benefit from not having to be judged on wins and losses because he didn't have the personnel to compete. Really, last year, I think a little bit better because of the deep draft class and Kyler Murray being back for a full season. But now the expectations in year 3, they're very real. They're now you got to maybe kind of kick the door in for a playoff spot, even though I don't think that's going to be the determining factor of whether or not, he sticks on. I think Jonathan Gannon is really kind of got the direction his organization pointed the right way. And now it's just like, okay, we're going to learn a lot about him as kind of the coach. Like now that it's like, okay, they winning football games. Is he a guy that's going to factor into them falling short of that, or is he just going to be a guy that's going to put them in a position year in and year out to win football games? So it's a big year. It's a pivotal year for everybody. I mean, you can look at all the marquee names on this roster, this coaching staff, this front office. Like year 3, this has kind of been a little bit of a long time coming. Now it's like, okay, they're going to push all their chips in the middle and see if they can kind of break through. And JG is a big part of that.
Yeah, and you look at the division and just look at all the moves they've made this offseason, just over the last couple years. I think this could be a year that the Cardinals are a sleeper. Not a lot of people expecting really anything from them, but you look at the Rams, I guess they would be on paper the favorites. I mean, just having Sean McVay and Matthew Stafford, adding Devontae Adams, but something could go wrong there. The Niners, I mean, they still have Kyle Shanahan, but they lose a lot of guys to free agency and just getting old. And then the Seahawks, if you want to bet on Sam Darnold, okay. But I think the Cardinals are poised to make some noise this year.
Yeah, they absolutely should. They had one of the toughest schedules last year, and now they think they've got like the 5th easiest schedule, based on 2024 results. And I know a lot changes, especially with the offseason. And the Cardinals expect, they improved their roster this offseason, as you said. They were a play away from sweeping the Rams last year. I mean, they absolutely mollywopped them in week 2, 41-10. It wasn't a close game. And then the Arizona Cardinals, if Trey McBride, their talented tight end, whips his head around a little bit quicker and a ball doesn't just kind of rebound into the hands of a Rams defender, they're in a prime position to win a game in week 17 of last season and sweep the Niners and sweep the Rams. The biggest kryptonite was Seattle in that defense, and they're going to have to figure out a way to overcome that. Sam Darnold or Geno Smith, it doesn't matter. They just have to play better offensively. But no, this is I think a spot where they should contend in the division for the top spot, if not just be firmly the second team in the division. A lot of people are still high on San Francisco. They're using, the reasons for injuries and stuff like that for their downfall last season. But you look at the mass exodus there. They had a lot of key players exit that organization, and they're getting older. They're getting more expensive. I don't know if that's necessarily like the recipe that you usually see in the NFL to rebound it, even though the Niners have the easiest schedule by a lot, cupcake schedule going into the next season. But they're going to have to win games in the division. And the Cardinals, I think, are a matchup problem for them now with their improved personnel over the last 2 years.
Yeah, we'll see how things go in the NFC West. Bo Brock joining us. The draft come and gone. What were your thoughts? I mean, I didn't really know about Walter Nolan coming into the draft, but getting Will Johnson in the second round, they got to be happy with that.
Yeah, I mean, it's just pretty a matter of fact. It's like if Will Johnson's healthy, and the big knock on him, or the reason people speculated he slid, was that the medicals on his knee, which they use the word degenerative. But as of right now, Will Johnson's knee is healthy. And if he's a healthy player, we saw he's a big-time playmaking defensive back that led Michigan. He was a key cog as far as them winning the national title. He had more touchdowns, pick sixes, 3, than he surrendered touchdowns total in his Wolverines career. I mean, he's just an absolutely absurd defensive back. And for him to slip to 47th overall, second round, it does feel like they got 2 first rounders for a second consecutive draft. So you've got Walter Nolan, who I think it can be maybe Jonathan Gannon's version of Fletcher Cox, who he had in Philadelphia back when he was the DC, as a kind of a budding prospect that joins now, which was one of the more underserved position groups in the league. Now a pretty stacked defensive line group for the Cardinals that really want to be disruptive, all 2024, 2025 and beyond.
Yeah, you just talked about Walter Nolan and Will Johnson there. Who's somebody that out of that draft class not a lot of people talking about you think could make an impact year one?
Yeah, I mean, I like the third rounder, Jordan Birch, but, we won't just go in order there. I think the fourth rounder, Cody Simon, linebacker out of Ohio State, he was the defensive player of the game in the title game. And he's a guy that, I think is trending up at the right time in his college career. There's a need for an off-ball linebacker in this defense. And Gannon has shown that he can take guys that don't have like these, they're not top prospects, they're not big money guys. He took guys like TJ Edwards out of Wisconsin as an undrafted player and turned him into a really good linebacker in this league. And I think he expects to do the same with somebody like Cody Simon, who I think has really the potential to start day one. There's going to be a good position battle between him and Akeem Davis Gaither, who came over from Cincinnati. But look, I mean, some of you maybe never even heard that guy's name before. Like, so it's not like he's going to be entrenched at the inside linebacker spot for the Cardinals. So Cody Simon, I think, is very real chance to be a player, even though he's a fourth rounder for the Cardinals day one.
Yeah, you mentioned earlier it's a crucial year for everybody. Year 3 of Jonathan Gannon. You mentioned guys in the front office. What about Kyler Murray? Because he's good, but like I don't think he's good enough. But I don't know. Kyler Murray's just a weird quarterback to me. Like, he's so good, but nobody's going to trade for him. I don't think you can cut him. What are your thoughts on Kyler Murray going into this season?
Well, yeah, I mean, there's that too, right? Like, what you realize, from there in is it Greensboro, right? Is that where East Carolina is? Greenville. I apologize. It's you realize he's a good quarterback, but is there a ceiling to that, right? But then it's just like in a league or just in the sports landscape, most important position in all of sports. So what's your how do you pivot off of Kyler Murray? Like, where would you go? The quarterback class stunk this year, and there wasn't a whole lot via free agency that you could go to. There's a strong conviction, though, from Jonathan Gannon in the front office in Kyler Murray. I think, you saw some pretty pedestrian numbers last year, right? To where you think this doesn't match the skill set. I think in year 3, this is a pivotal year, 2 years removed from his ACL tear, to where he does kind of light it up statistically and maybe kind of turn some heads there. But he does have to kind of move away from like 21 touchdowns, 11 picks, because that he's capable as a former number 1 pick of bigger, gaudier numbers. And I think he's capable of doing that. And he's going to have to do that. But he's always going to be a polarizing guy. People are going to see the size. They're going to see the way he plays, and it's just going to rub people the wrong way, unfortunately. But I think that the Cardinals believe he's got the ability to be a franchise quarterback, but also this roster's in place to where it's just quarterback proof for anybody. Like, if Kyler Murray becomes a glorified game manager, Jared, it could translate into wins for the Cardinals. Now it's like, can Kyler take them? Can he get into that extra gear, which he does possess, more consistently, to where they can go a little bit further than people expect?
Yeah, I hate that term, like game manager, system quarterback. Like, I hate how they have these negative connotations where it's like, if he can just do that, the Cardinals, I think, can compete for this division. I mean, hell, Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, these were system quarterbacks. These were game managers. I don't know why that term is just so negative in the media.
Yeah, I think you saw one win the Super Bowl. I mean, I know you see the rushing stats for a guy like Jalen Hurts, but as far as just how he operates, especially in the passing attack, he's pretty much a game manager. You look at his stats, you're not blown away by that, his ability to throw the ball. But no, I think as far as front offices, coaching staffs, they don't see it as negative. Like, they see this as a guy, he's runner. He can run our system. He can put us in a position to succeed, and he's going to limit the mistakes. And then also with like Hurts and Kyler, they have this ability to get out and run, which adds and puts more pressure on defenses. So, like, yeah, I think that being tabbed it's kind of changing. The perception of that is changing a little bit nowadays.
Yeah, Bo Brock joining us. Before we let you go, I told you before we got on, I got one Suns question. I know you don't cover the Suns as much as you do the Cardinals, but what the hell is their deal? They're 2 wins away from winning a finals a few years ago. Mm-hmm. They had Kevin Durant, they had Bradley Beal, and you're like, all right, they have Frank Vogel, a championship coach, and that doesn't work. You bring in Mike Budenholzer, another championship coach. That doesn't work. So, I mean, obviously Kevin Durant's name's on the trade market. Bradley Beal, too big of a contract and has the no-trade clause. So I don't think a move's done there. Just what is going on in Phoenix with the Suns?
It's in shambles. It's in disarray. And, there's a ton of questions that are, huge looming around this organization about KD. And I think it's inevitable the divorces with him moving on. And it's just a matter of like, what's going to come in return? Is it going to be potential building blocks to get right back in the thick of things, or is it going to be a little bit longer of a sludge there? I mean, you talk about a couple of games of wins away from the finals. I mean, we're light years away from that. It's just things have just changed so drastically since then. And with the ownership, a guy who's willing to spend money, but at the same time hasn't really leaned into building a winning culture and a cohesive team that's able to, withstand the rigors of an NBA season. Like you see, like especially the two teams in the finals, like the better teams, right? They're deep, where it's just like, you don't have Book, you don't have KD, you don't really have a chance if you're the Suns. And they've regressed horribly. Like they went from a team that got blown out in the first round by the T-Wolves, and then they become a team that doesn't even make the play-in. So they've got some heavy lifting to do roster wise. It's more so than just KD and sending him out. It's a mess, and it's gonna take more than just kind of a mop and bucket to clean this thing up. Like there's things on the wall. Like they need somebody to come in here and maybe some fresh eyes. But we'll see. They made some changes as far as some decision makers. They're guys that are tied to the owner Ishbia. I don't know if that's the right move. Like a team I covered, the Cardinals, for the first time in 3 decades, Jared, they look outside the organization for their guys to kind of be the new brain trust, and that's worked out to get some, to have a critical eye of what's going on. I don't know if they've done enough of that as far as the arena downtown and that houses the Suns. They got a long way to go.
Yeah, you mentioned Ishbia with a lot of money, and like you watch the Bengals, and it's like if they had an owner that was willing to spend money, I don't think they'd be in a lot of the situations they're in. But then you see what's going on with the Suns. You see somebody like David Tepper take over the Carolina Panthers, where it's like, okay, well maybe having all that money doesn't translate into wins. You got to be smart with the money. You can't just
especially in cap leagues. Yeah. Especially in cap leagues, like you can throw money at a lot of problems, and it's not necessarily going to be the fix. And it's really unfortunate because they had something fun, they had something people wanted to wrap their arms around a couple of years ago, and then now they've got something where it's just like this fan base, which is as devoted as anybody, have a tough time just rooting on their basketball team. And I think even though you got a guy with his heart in the right place, and the Cardinals go through this as well. Ownership is like, you can say everything, all the right things that you want to build a winner, but there's so much that goes into that as far as the details of it and building a sustainable winner that, I think even the almighty dollar can't fix at times.
Yeah. All right, Bo, before we let you leave, let people know where they can follow you and catch your work.
Yeah, we're talking Cardinals football every day, PHNX Sports. You can find us on YouTube and follow me on Twitter at Bo Brock, at PHNX_Cardinals. We appreciate it. Got great stuff, great content hitting daily basis, multiple times.
Bo and Bone. Another potential 2 Caucasian men starting a podcast. Could be. Good interview, Jared. I love these. That's sports talk. That's good. Yeah. Good old fashioned sports talk.
I mean, I could go hours with these guys, but obviously, both of us time sensitive.
Keep them coming. All right, put along with ECU basketball court. What you say? Don't say a word. Don't say a word. Put that and put QBs like Kyler on the Fleet Feet Rundown, because Chandler, we're going to talk about quarterbacks. Is mediocre the word? Quarterbacks like Kyler, who have been at a place for 5+ years, that can't get over the hump. We don't know how to categorize him. Is he good? Is he bad? He's not good enough to give all the money to. He's not bad enough to let go. So we're thinking of other QBs. Jared and I thought of a few. We'll see if you can come up with any. QBs like Kyler. I got that and more coming up on the Fleet Feet Rundown when we return after this.
Country Mart has been locally owned and operated for over 40 years and is your premier country store serving the best cheese biscuits and country food around. Country Mart is open every day and has 2 locations in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903. Both Country Mart locations are top-of-the-line fuel stations serving Shell gas, including 93 ethanol-free high-octane gas, which is the best for all you boat owners. Country Mart, fueling you up with great food in your engines with great gasoline. Go Pirates.
Here with Brian Cook, the comptroller for Greenville Motor Company and Greenville Auto World. So many times people have problems with their automobile, and finding a service department that you can trust not to upsell you on something you really don't need, but to go in, diagnose the problem, and solve the problem.
Yeah, we're really here to pass along any kind of savings we can to pirates in the area. We take pride in offering a discounted labor rate compared to some of the other places, but give the same quality that technicians can provide.
Greenville Motor Company, Greenville Auto World. Try us, trust us at drivehherenow.com.
It's time to shack things up at Burrito Shack. Whether you're craving bold burritos, tasty tacos, or crispy nachos, they got the flavor you're looking for. Made from scratch, chef-inspired, fresh Mex cuisine, served up with a side of laid-back beach vibes. Fast, fresh, and totally delicious, Burrito Shack is where flavor meets the coast. Located in the Lowe's Food Shopping Center in Winterville. Quick, crafted, coastal. Burrito Shack.
Shiny teeth in me.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Dr. Holly, owner of Pirate Dental. At Pirate Dental, we fix teeth. Does your tooth hurt?
They fix teeth.
Chipped tooth?
They fix teeth.
Need a second opinion?
We fix teeth.
Need a crown, have a cavity? We fix teeth. Bottom line, at Pirate Dental, we fix teeth. Call us today at 252-321-2500 or visit us at piratedental.com. Online appointments available. Pirate Dental, we fix teeth. Go Pirates.
Shiny teeth in me.
Make things happen this year with the new John Deere. In just one visit to Quality Equipment, you'll find the right lawnmower, compact tractor, or Gator UTV that will save you time and money on your next project. Keep things running all season long with the help of our experienced parts and service team. Your new Deere isn't far away. Find current offers and budget-friendly packages at your local Quality Equipment with 36 locations across North Carolina, South Carolina, and Virginia. Visit QualityEquip.com to get started. That's QualityEquip.com.
Are you tired of dealing with IT headaches? Does this sound familiar? Phones, Wi-Fi, or email always acting up? Are you afraid of phishing scams, data breaches, or ransomware attacks? Every minute your systems are down, you're losing money. If you're nodding your head, it's time to call cybersharks.net. We handle IT so you can focus on growing your business. Fast, reliable, and always there when you need us. Call 321-7800 today and get IT support that actually works. Cybersharks.net. We keep your business swimming.
Hot days, cool deals, summer sizzles at Bustic Sugg Furniture. You'll find sizzling savings on hundreds of items in stock. Save on beautiful living room furniture, dining rooms, and bedroom furniture. Save up to 70% off clearance items, plus 6 months special financing. Raise up your sleep level and get a free motion base upgrade with Beauty Rest Black or Helix mattress purchase with up to 60 months special financing. Hot days, cool deals, summer sizzles at Bustic Sugg Furniture. Now that's hot.
Do you ever talk to yourself about where to eat today? And then you hear
Warren's Hot Dogs.
Then you're thinking, yeah, 2 hot dogs, chips, and a drink for $7.50 would be awesome.
Warren's Hot Dogs.
And maybe some homemade lemonade, perhaps a pizza or a sub, and definitely an apple or peach turnover.
Warren's Hot Dogs.
Don't overthink where to eat today. Go to Warren's Hot Dogs in Greenville across from Ron Ayers or in Chocowinity next to the fire station. Warren's Hot Dogs, serving the Pirate Nation since 1991. Go Pirates.
What's going on, y'all? This is your man, Petey Pablo, and right now you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation. Raise up!
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Michaels and Gateway Family and Cosmetic Dentistry has been Greenville's premier dental practice for over 40 years. Their mission is to provide exceptional dental care with compassion, integrity, and innovation dedication, ensuring every patient leaves with a healthy, confident smile. Doctors Michaels and Gakwe can handle all your dental needs, including cleanings, crowns, fillings, sedation, dentistry, and cosmetic needs such as braces and implants. You can visit them on Hemby Lane in Greenville or call 752-1600. Bring your smiles to us at Michaels and Gakwe Family and Cosmetic Dentistry. And Washington's favorite place to eat and where all the locals go is down on Main Street, and they're open 7 days a week. Stop by for the house salad with grilled chicken, the half club sandwich with chips, or everyone's favorite, the fried shrimp plate. After work is the perfect spot for dinner and drinks on the patio. Join Down on Main every Wednesday for half-price wings from 4 p.m. to close. Down on Main Street in historic downtown Washington. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live on a Monday. This was a good day to not have a lot of guests, get our feet back wet. We'll be guest heavy the rest of the week, which will excite the brass. But fun just talking to you guys and gal today.
Just chatting it up.
It's been great to be back.
Good to be back. Talking, sports, food, movies, things we like as Americans. Let's get our Fleet Feet rundown. We like our feet to feel good. We like to have great running, walking. What's in between running and walking?
Jogging.
Speed walking. Power walking. Shirley, can we hear from skipping, galloping? Can we hear from A-Harp?
Hey, Pirate Nation. Be sure you have the best and most comfortable shoes this tailgate season with a stop at Fleet Feet. Locally owned and operated by ECU alum Chris Lunyon. Fleet Feet of Greenville provides solutions through one-on-one services to runners, walkers, and everyone in between. Fleet Feet has the tools and technology to get you in the right shoe, including a 3D foot scanner that measures arch height, width, and more. Go see them at 207 East Arlington Boulevard in the old Gordon's Golf location. Fleet Feet. They run for you.
Steven says the Rockies are more relevant than the Hornets. I don't think so. I don't know. They are similar. I started thinking about it. Rockies have a cool stadium. Hornets have a cool court. And I was thinking the Rockies have more names, but I would go all the way back to the 90s to name those names. Andres Galarraga and Larry Walker and Vinny Castilla when they were winning a bunch of games. More recently, Todd Helton, but that's been a while. Kind of like the Hornets with LJ and Mourning and Rice, and then Kimba would
Al
be
Jefferson.
there, Helton. So similar, but I don't know. I don't think they're more relevant. All right. Williams Arena, Minges Coliseum, got a facelift, new court. Did y'all talk about this, or was that after?
That was last week
Okay.
when this came out.
What are your initial thoughts?
I am glad there's a change because I feel like we were in need of a change. And I've always been a fan of the Pirate script. Always been a fan. And I am excited to see that as our center court logo.
Jared, you wanted the
State of Mind.
State of Mind. Yeah. How do you feel about what you got?
Well, I mean, I'm not a fan of the script, but like Chandler said, it's nice for there to be a change. And if you like the script, you're going to like the court.
We've already had, which it doesn't matter. We can always bring it back. But we've done the State of Mind logo before. We did the last one for a few years. I like that we're bringing back the script because that's such an old school thing. Yeah. I feel like a lot of schools are starting to do that with their logos, going more vintage, maybe more retro.
Yeah.
And I love the script on the helmets, especially the purple script on the black helmets.
Yeah.
So I like that we're trying to, implement that again. And most of our jerseys have the script on it for basketball.
Yeah.
So, no, I like it. I will say it's kind of blah. Like I feel like there could be more there.
You don't want too much.
You don't want too much, yeah. Like an Oregon court.
Or like Memphis. It's just an eyesore, and I think it takes away from the game.
I really like the stripes down the side, the gold, white, and purple.
Yeah.
What do y'all think about the conference logo not being on the free throw line? Like the ACC is right there at the free throw line where you at the charity stripe. It's right there. Ours is off the free throw.
No, I'm fine with it.
Yeah. It's just a court.
I would say
it's not just a court. Are we going to be serious or not? Because if we're going to be serious, that is more than a court. That is a battlefield.
To me, if we're being serious, who cares about the court? Let's play good basketball.
Good response.
Which I think we did at the tail end last season.
I wish it was more symmetrical. So I wish they would have Williams Arena on the other side somewhere.
You wanted to say Williams Arena twice?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I want East Carolina to be.
It's very small.
Very, very small.
Why is it so small?
I don't know. I wish it was bigger.
I wish it was Zeke. I like it. It's cool. I had a theory that they were going to go more gold because of the Great Western Forum, and Schwartz has kind of brought a Lakers vibe with the script writing and stuff. But I like that it's purple. I think I like it. Looks good. Some people don't like it.
Who has these ideas? Like, is it Mike Schwartz that says, "Hey, I want this on the court"?
Pretty sure he has some input.
Yeah, that's a good question.
Who else would have the input? Like John Gilbert, or I guess maybe he goes to John Gilbert and says, "This is kind of what I want."
Yeah,
it's a good question, and hopefully we'll talk to Mike Schwartz soon, and I will ask him that question.
That's a great question, man. Cliff, this is what a good host does. This is why Cliff makes the big bucks. He's the king of Greenville. This is why, right here, right?
Thanks, Jeff. We'll talk to you Thursday. All right, real quick, quarterbacks like Kyler Murray. So Bone and I were talking about this.
I already have a quarterback in mind.
Like quarterbacks that have stayed with their team for a long time but never got over the hump. Like, too bad. I think Jarrett threw out a perfect example.
My guy.
Which I was surprised. I think there's a guy even better than him, but Derek Carr is a good example.
Yeah. Yes. And I did say
Carr's almost too good, but then again, he's not because he didn't win anything.
Yeah, and when I brought his name up, I said I don't think we'll ever see another quarterback like that. Just 9 years, no playoff wins. But if the Cardinals go 8-9 wins this year, he could be going into year 8 next year with the Cardinals.
Yeah.
And then if they win 8-9 games, do you really move off of him?
Another name you said that fits this criteria is Matt Schaub.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
Matt Schaub was like, this guy's going to maybe win us some playoff games, and they would win the South and then not do anything with it.
How long was David Carr with the Texans?
Yeah, but he sucked.
Not long.
Yeah, the guys have to be pretty good.
Yeah.
You got to find that happy middle.
Would you count Andy Dalton? Because
I think that's a good example.
I mean, by God, they won the
But
North.
they did win. They went to the playoffs a lot.
I mean, they didn't win any playoffs.
How about this one? Go ahead.
All right, Kirk Cousins.
See, I don't think he didn't play for one team long enough. Washington cut bait with him. He was about to be on that list.
Yeah.
But Washington let him go. How about Jake Delhomme?
All right, I had him in mind.
How about Jake Delhomme?
I had him in mind.
Super Bowl though.
Yeah, true.
Went to a Super Bowl. Went to an NFC Championship game again.
Okay. Well, he might be too good.
Because I'm kind of scared to throw out Dak on the air, but if you're going to throw out Jake Delhomme, definitely throw out Dak.
He's going to. All right. Well, I don't know if he's even at the mediocre level. He's going into his 5th year this year. Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah, I mean he's.
I'd say mediocre. Got a playoff win.
He's received his second contract, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Last offseason.
He is in the discussion, and is going. Did we come up with any other names, Jarrett?
Well, he went to a Super Bowl. Nah, I don't even know how long he played for.
Some
Seahawks.
names that were too good. I said, what about Matt Ryan? But he won MVP.
Yeah.
I was Hasselbeck.
Ooh,
Matt Hasselbeck.
Again, went to a Super Bowl. They won a lot of games, but that's a pretty good example of a guy that's not going to win you a Super Bowl.
I threw out Alex Smith because he didn't even take him to that Super Bowl. That was Cap.
How about this one? Lions era Matt Stafford. I think that's a good example.
Yeah, but I always kind of get iffy when his name's kind of thrown in conversations like this because it was like bottom feeding Detroit. I don't think anybody would have turned that thing around really.
Okay.
And he had the best receiver in the league.
Yeah.
Which is totally against what Jarrett was saying.
That's what I'm saying.
Still, that ownership group really didn't give him much.
McMahon.
Jim
McMahon. How long was he with the Bears?
Won a Super Bowl.
Well, they won a Super Bowl, and that was before you were born, and I wasn't watching football then, so I don't know.
How much did he have in that Super Bowl? How much input?
It was the 85 Bears.
How much input?
How much productivity?
I don't know, dude. How old do you think?
Wait, who am I? Oh, I'm thinking of Grossman.
No, he wasn't there long enough, I don't think.
Yeah, he wasn't even good.
Yeah. Yeah, he's not good enough. Looking at teams, any other names come to mind?
I mean, obviously the 2 playoff
Lamar
runs.
Jackson's too good to be on this list. Yeah,
and I mean, I want to throw out Eli, but
I
those
do too,
2 playoff
but you
runs.
can't. Yeah. In the Trevor Lawrence category of on the verge of this, Tua.
Yeah.
Put him in there.
Oof.
Josh Allen's too good.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, another one on the verge. Justin. Wait, did we say Justin
Let's
Herbert?
throw Justin Herbert in there. That bum.
Justin Herbert.
Hey, call him a prototype, but he can't win anything.
Yeah, still young, but it's a very interesting category to be in.
But if we're throwing Trevor Lawrence in there, you got to put Herbert in there.
but that's not the category we're at right now.
But
They're
fringe.
They're on the verge.
Yeah, but if Trevor's on the verge, Justin Herbert.
Okay,
definitely.
man, we get it. Let's put Bo Nix in there too then.
Why? It's his second year.
Andrew Luck.
No.
Andrew Luck, mediocre.
He was elite.
He was good though.
I don't know. You don't know this, but like Mike Mullis and I had an "Is Andrew Luck elite?" discussion one time on the air, and Mully said no, and like I guess Mully ended up being right since he retired so young, but never got to that elite status. All right, too good to give up on, not good enough to really
build around,
win you a Super Bowl, or get you over the hump. Who? Ooh, he's too good.
Hey, that's why I whispered it, because he's actually really good.
He's too good.
I just think about your prediction, your hot take.
Never, not only win the Super Bowl,
he's going to be a Dan
never
Marino.
going back to the Super Bowl.
I like it.
Best all-time take. And I said this before they played in the Super Bowl game. Said they're not going to win this game, and he will not be returning to a Super Bowl. He's Dan Marino.
It's a good take for somebody playing for the Bungles.
And he's going to be a Hall of Famer.
Guy just saw on TV, Browns era Baker Mayfield.
He was there for 4 years.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he was there for at least maybe 5 or 6.
No.
We'll take our final break, come back, and wrap it up. I like talking football. Back with you after this.
It's getting real.
It's Bo time. Bojangles is shaking up breakfast with the return of its sausage Bowberry biscuit. Savory, sizzling, country-style sausage topped with a drizzle of sweet icing, served on a made-from-scratch buttermilk biscuit stuffed with bowberries. Just when you thought you knew where breakfast was going, Bojangles flips the script. Right now, get 2 sausage Bowberry biscuits for just $5. But hurry to Bojangles, because even though breakfast is served all day, this deal is only here for a limited time. Order yours today. It's Bo time.
Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry has been Greenville's premier dental practice for over 40 years. I am Dr. Chris Gateway, and our mission at Michaels & Gateway is to provide exceptional dental care with compassion, integrity, and innovation, ensuring every patient leaves with a healthy, confident smile. Doctors Michaels & Gateway are committed to providing an outstanding patient experience with every visit. Not only do we offer all your dental needs under one roof, in most cases, we can take care of those needs on the same day. Bring your smile to us at Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry.
Stella Artois is a world-renowned Belgian beer with over 650 years of brewing heritage. Stella's rich, full flavor and smooth finish is perfect for making moments worth more. Stella's non-alcohol option, Stella 0.0, offers the same iconic taste without the alcohol, ideal for those looking to enjoy Stella anytime. Stella, whether celebrating big or small, Stella is the perfect choice for elevating the everyday. Proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989.
You would do anything to keep your family safe. Don't leave safety to chance with national companies or do-it-yourself systems. Hi, this is Mike Robertson, the owner of SCI Technologies. We have recently merged with High-Tech Communications to become North Carolina's premier security, audio, and fire alarm provider. The most cost-effective solutions for your home or business security and life safety needs. SCI Technologies, 252-321-7006. That's 321-7006.
Washington's favorite place to eat and where all the locals go is down on Main Street. Down on Main Street is now open 7 days a week. Stop by for the house salad with grilled chicken, the half club sandwich with chips, or everyone's favorite, the fried shrimp plate. After work, Down on Main Street is the perfect spot for dinner and drinks on the patio. Join Down on Main every Wednesday for half-price wings from 4 p.m. to close. Down on Main Street in historic downtown Washington. Go Pirates!
East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep in Greenville is the place to find your next pre-owned vehicle. From high-end SUVs to trucks to cars, starting at just $99.95. There's no better place to find quality pre-owned trucks and SUVs than East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep. Pre-owned inventory with a factory-certified 7-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty.
Go to ecauto.com.
East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep, across from the Taco Bell in Greenville. Come see us!
Your quality pre-owned selection is at East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep. East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep in Greenville is the place to find your next pre-owned vehicle. From high-end SUVs to trucks to cars, starting at just $99.95. There's no better place to find quality pre-owned trucks and SUVs than East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep. Pre-owned inventory with a factory-certified 7-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty.
Go to ecauto.com.
East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep, across from the Taco Bell in Greenville. Come see us!
Your quality pre-owned selection is at East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep.
If you're looking for a delicious home-cooked country breakfast or lunch, look no further than CD's Grill. CD's Grill in Winterville has the best country cooking around. Start your day with CD's mouth-watering homemade cheese biscuits, eggs cooked to order, and pancakes so big and fluffy there's no way you leave hungry. Open Monday through Friday from 5:30 a.m. until 2 p.m. and Saturday from 5:30 to 11 a.m. CD's has lunch specials and an all-you-can-eat salad bar. Stop by, say hey to owner Jason Brown and the CD's crew. CD's Grill, 111 West Fire Tower Road in Winterville. CD's Grill, the best country cooking around.
This is Dale Murphy, two-time National League MVP and number 3 with the Atlanta Braves. And you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
The stock market got off to a rough start. The Dow was down 422 points and closed at 44,406. The NASDAQ was down 188 points at 20,412. The S&P dropped 49 and finished out the day at 6,229. That is your Wells Fargo Advisor Stock Market Report. For a personal look into investing, call 756-6900 in Greenville. Wells Fargo Advisors, LLC, member SIPC. Now back to the show.
Wrapping it up here on a Monday. Enjoyed it. Great to be back and looking forward to more sports talk coming your way on Tuesday and the rest of the week. More and more football conversation going to be sprinkled into each and every show. For Shirley Rhodes, Jay Boone, and Chandler Honeycutt, I am Clip Brock. We'll talk to you Tuesday, 3 o'clock. All new edition of Pirate Radio Live. Jeff Charles, take us home.
Have a great night, Eastern Carolina.
Thanks for listening to Pirate Radio Live.